the underground. Make madness your ritual.
Oh, dear God. Oh, welcome. It's Friday night. It is Ritual Madness podcast. Don't forget to check out Lowbrow Saints Tattoo Collective. Give them a call at 612-353-4755 or shoot them an email, lowbrowsaints@gmail.com. We got a new sponsor, friends of ours for a very long time, now opened the Shred Den, hours Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturdays, that means tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., 9100 85th Avenue North, Suite 100, Osseo, Minnesota. And I think if you're doing directions, you have to put in like Brooklyn Park or some shit, right?
Brooklyn Park, yeah.
Yeah, it gets you there a lot easier, better.
Half the building's in Osseo and the other half is in Brooklyn Park.
It's right on
like
the
the land of Oz.
Yeah, right. Give them guys a shout, 763-350-2191 or www.theshredden.net. Go over there and get your pointy guitars handled and needs and all that other good happy stuff. Let me see here if I can. Yeah, there we go. Just recovering, or actually just kind of reminiscing on last weekend's show where we were at the Artisan Forge in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. If I sound like I'm stumbling over my words, it's because my friend Jordan here forced me to drink Ruppelmints and
Forced?
I seen it. I seen it.
And
Forced you as you're the one that took it out of the fridge and handed it to me.
That's not what I saw.
And Natanic said the best pun, the first pun of the evening in the bathroom, he said, well, that will just make us rumpy old men then. So Jesus Christ, it's starting already. Yes, that is right. We got Natanic in the building. What's happening, Natanic? How are you?
Good. I haven't seen you since I left work, and I haven't seen Jordan since I left the Shred Den. So it's been a while, guys.
Well, I mean, didn't you guys like skip over here at the same time?
Pretty much.
Yeah, hand in hand.
Yeah. I just sat on his lap like old school driving.
Did you say Santa on his lap?
Santa on his lap.
Santa on his lap.
No, it's been everything's good, man. Staying busy. Shred Den, Apothic, Glutton, Diehard Corps, teaching, everything, man. It's been awesome.
So I mean, you've been on a bunch of different things. You were on the Root of All Evil last weekend?
Yep.
And you did one other one before that too, right? Or am I wrong?
Oh God, did I? No, wait, I did. I can't even remember anymore. I do so much shit.
You will not be.
Oh no, I did Rigs of Death Metal. Rigs of Death Metal with Ryan. So check them out on Instagram and YouTube. We talk guitar nerd shit. And thank you for having me. Because last week I couldn't swear and it was the hardest fucking thing.
Yeah, I know.
To hold it back and try to make up words.
Yeah.
Jesus. Fuck.
Golly, that really.
Swear.
What's that?
They let me swear.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Well, I mean,
like
so you, you've kind of gone through all of this that I'm going to poke at you. We had you on the podcast. I had you on the podcast way before you even moved here.
Oh yeah, that was a fucking blast, dude.
So now you moved here from Fargo, Moorhead.
Yep, I made the venture across the country
to play bass. Yeah.
Fuck.
I had to bring it up, right?
Yeah.
It's a true story.
It is. God damn it. So, yeah, I literally pull into town in a U-Haul.
Wait. This is after you stole Rob's Slayer hat, right?
No. I stole a Slayer hat well before this.
Okay, cool.
And, I have it hidden somewhere.
Yeah. Wasn't Justin wearing it the other day?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
You should talk to him about that.
Yeah, that shiny one.
So literally I pull into town in a U-Haul. My first stop is Rob's house because I'm like, hey, man, I need a job because I don't have anything. I have $140 to my name that I spent $40 that night on pizza because I'm a fucking idiot. But he gave me a job right away. And
wait a second. You left Fargo Moorhead to come here without a job?
Yeah, it was talked about, but it wasn't set in stone.
Okay.
Because as soon as we were talking and having a smoke in his garage, he's like...
So you basically had to claim that you didn't steal his Slayer hat.
Yeah, at that point. Now I totally fucking stole
you
it.
Give me a job right now, and I'll give you your Slayer hat.
I don't know how I'd get his Slayer hat since he was on the floor and I was passed out in the fucking bleachers like during Primus. So
Well, clearly you blacked out and just don't remember it.
Maybe, but have you seen the size of that guy? He's way bigger than me. How am I going to fucking get his hat from him? I need a fucking step ladder.
Jump a couple times.
Yeah.
Dude, white men can't jump. Come on, we all seen that movie.
This is true.
But yeah, I pull into his house and we talk about our job and he's like, oh, by the way, you want to play bass for Glutton? I'm like, 30 some years of playing lead guitar and why the fuck not?
Well, I mean, this is something that you were really digging on before you even came. You can switch it if you
I'm trying to figure it out.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Just use that one. That's the one. Yep.
Okay, I'm trying to figure this out here.
You can fucking.
There we go.
You can make a bad amp sound good, but you can't fucking work a.
I'm no fucking lead singer, man. I actually have, standards.
Oh, that's looking.
Just kidding.
Look at that. Marion's in the house. What's up, Marion? How's it going? Thank you for joining this long time. Like maybe 2 hours. Didn't see you when you left. So you made the trek over this way, and jumped in the band that you were enjoying before you moved
I
here.
love Glutton for Punishment. I love the Minneapolis metal scene. There's a lot of bands that I saw and played with like throughout the past when I was in like Brutaler and shit like that. Even back to like the Decker days and doing shit at like Station 4. So it was kind of the next step because I've played out all my options in Fargo.
Sure.
Just Gorgatron's doing their thing. The other bands are doing their thing. My band fizzled out. It was either sit there and be a strip club fucking DJ / bouncer for the rest of my life, and not be a fucking certified forklift driver.
Wait, you were a fucking male stripper for a little bit too.
I was a male stripper for one night.
That's a little bit.
I made $400 in 13 minutes.
Nice.
And
why don't you do it still, dude?
He likes loading and unloading trucks a lot.
Yeah. That's all I do at that job is just loading and unloading trucks.
Look at how the Ruppelmintz has got him warmed up. You can see the fog in the corners of his fucking glasses.
Oh, it's the best. This is the greatest. Oh, I'm loving it. Loving every minute of it.
I love
Doesn't
it.
help that you have it like 80 degrees in
Yeah, dude, it is super fucking hot.
I have no control of anything. These lights are fucking LED. I have no control over them.
Find a thermostat.
Is it a?
It's locked up.
Is this a
Break
pants?
into
One at the last place, I broke into that one.
That's right, you did, didn't you?
Is this a pants optional podcast?
Yeah, I mean, they really can't. I mean, they could probably see the side of your leg if you. I mean, go ahead, dude. As long as your balls don't
Where's that
stink. You know what I mean?
thermostat?
In the hallway.
I'll be back.
All right, go ahead. Either that or just open the door. I don't
Are you
think
being
there's-
temperamental?
Oh, yeah. See, he's out of camera. You can't really see him.
Cool
Just stare at him like, oh, Jesus. So the move from Fargo, Moorhead, it just run its course out there, huh?
Yeah, I've been there for 40 years. I was making some life changes. Me and Christine decided either we're going to sell both our houses and move to a better place in Fargo, Moorhead, or sell our
plug back in. There it goes. Maybe it's just not plugging in. Hold on, give me a second. I apologize. I just put everything back. More shit plugged in it. There we go. Better, Jess? Can you hear us?
Hey.
Fucking Jordan, you had one job on the fucking the text deal here. I apologize about that, guys. It just there's something going on with one of the cords.
Yeah,
here.
literally, isn't that the only thing you do here?
No, it's me. He's talking about me.
I keep telling him I'll do all the technical
the sound is out, but I'm lost in the conversation. I do appreciate you guys telling me that it's out, and now I'm sweating this fucking. I could see the thing moving. Somebody let me know if you can hear us. Jess, sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys.
The stream isn't live though.
There is someone says there it goes. Adam CD.
Yeah. Adam says it's the sound is better. Who said it's not live? What happened?
The YouTube is just the flyer. It's not live video.
Oh well, it's just me.
Well, you get to see my pretty face the entire time.
Thing.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's pretty much just your flyer, and that's it.
I like how it's my version of the flyer.
Yes, that did make it on the front cover there.
Bring the visuals back.
Did we get it? We got it?
Lyra's on too.
There we go.
Oh, Lyra. What's up?
Lyra, what's happening?
The video's not live.
It takes a minute. It's so good.
There we go.
There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Little technical difficulties. Ruppelments are kicking in. I'm starting to sweat. Nate was talking about the handful of shows that he played bass with Glutton for Punishment, and we left off from there. Apologize. I did. Adam got me. I'm into the fucking conversation, so I wasn't paying attention to the deal over here. That's why I should have that.
Can I say one thing about the Deicide show though? Being the bass player at that show, and they made me like set up the full rig directly dead center on the stage.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was the most awkward thing ever because I'm like the number one. I'm not.
Well, you were on the other side of it too, so you like were cut off.
Dude, I was like where
right?
the lead fucking singer should be, and so like people are like standing up front, like looking at me. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing here either, guys. I apologize, but it's fucking Deicide.
So you and Al were bumping elbows the whole time.
I think he was right at me. Yeah, it was really weird. But yeah, I had my bass stack behind me, or I should say Rob's bass stack, because I'm not a bass player. I don't know bass gear. I leave that shit in South Dakota.
All right,
True story.
So you said, now I don't think people have heard about that, but you and Juan had stepped down as guitar player, and Rob had asked you to step in as lead guitar player.
Yeah, he said, Juan stepped down, so do you feel comfortable? Do you want to do the lead part? I'm like, motherfucker, I never thought you'd ask. Like, Rob's always had my back ever since I moved here, and even before, with doing shows with like Krog and shit in Minneapolis or in Fargo, and me stealing his Slayer hat, which
And your amp starting on fire.
he started that on fire. I saw him twiddling shit behind there when I wasn't looking.
All the beer and Jägermeister you dumped in it?
Absolutely not. When has liquor done anything wrong to anyone?
I don't know.
Touche. But no, he asked me to do that, and I automatically said yes. But I'm like, so do you want me to like?
You might as well just keep passing that.
Yeah.
Record.
I was like, do you want me to like finish out the rest of the summer shows we have as bass player, and then we'll look for a bass player later? And he's like, why the fuck would you do that? I'm like, even better answer. So let's fucking do this, because like I said, 35 years of playing fucking guitar, 36 damn near now. So.
That's fantastic.
But my math could be wrong because.
Now, what was the second of the 165 bands that you play in here in the Twin Cities since you've been here?
Apothic
Was the next band?
That is the second band that got started.
And that was the first one that we played. That was the live card. Become Gods. Apothic is available on Bandcamp. That's where I got it from. So check that out.
Oh, and
no, wait. So you guys are in the process of writing this whole thing. Is it done?
the album's done.
Okay.
I got some. I'll share a little tidbit of news.
Okay.
We have a contract to go over that's being sent to us from a record label.
Oh yeah.
I cannot name who or what, but they're
Twin Town Tyrants.
It is not Twin Town Tyrants.
Okay.
Which I love, Rob, but no, it's not.
It wouldn't surprise me though. You know what I mean?
It's a label out of Las Vegas that gained some interest in us, and I trust the owner because I'm a big fan of his band. Let's say that.
Nice.
And their A&R is a good friend of, well, a fairly good friend of mine. She plays in the band Poon Tickler, Morgan, and they liked our stuff, and they're like, "Do you want to do some business? We're going to send you a contract. Look over it." So, in the next few weeks, we might be seeing Apothic being signed to a independent label, which would be really cool.
So have you released this
No.
this EP? So you are you going to release it on their label then?
If the contract is everything that
What
we're
you want
looking
it
for,
to do. Yeah. So
I mean, we're not looking for like millions of dollars or anything.
just limos,
Yeah.
tour buses, things like that. Right?
Dude, 3 bottles of Rumpies, 4 bottles of Pepsi, and 2 more big waves, and sign me up.
That sounds like a fucking
Or just
legit deal.
Give me a half-eaten fucking bratwurst you found on the ground. I'll sign.
We got Jensen on the chat.
Hey, Sean Jensen, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Oh, good to see you, brother. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. And Marion says, "Meowdy." I am going to. I'm going to need to have to pick Jordan up. That's funny. He looks pretty good. He's sweating a little bit, but.
Marion, I might take you up on that offer. I might be sleeping in that crawl space tonight.
I'm gonna go fuck with the thermostat again.
No, it's actually I feel all right. Probably sweating.
Yeah, you're.
It's the Ruppelmans, I swear to God. Adam, thank you for
How
joining.
cool it is! It gets you real warm.
Yeah, real quick. Hopped up. Okay, so Apothic, you're going to get signed. You're going to fucking tour the world.
We're gonna look over the contract, and all I've ever wanted out of music is more people to hear my shit.
Right.
So it's not about we all dump money into this project, in any project we all do as musicians. So I just want people outside of the Minneapolis, Fargo, Midwest to be able to hear it, and if they dig it, they dig it. That'd be awesome, you know?
Right.
So I'm not looking for a lot. I mean, would it be cool to be like, hey, let's tour the world? Yeah, it'd be fucking awesome.
Right.
But is it realistic? I don't know yet. I really don't know.
I mean, you know what I mean? Things have changed so much since we were fucking younger, too. You know what I mean?
Dude.
Like, there are so many bands back in the day that, you know, could be rough, and labels would pick them up and put a little bit of money into them, you know, get them a good recording. And I don't think people really realize how that shit all used to work. You know what I mean? They pick you up, they get you a good engineer or studio time where you choose to be at, you know, Maury Sound Studio, you know, something where they put a little time into you. An engineer runs through your shit, makes it sound real good. Distribution gets you into some magazines. I mean, there's really no magazines. There's online zines nowadays, but you know, it's like having the ability to market it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put it out there. Get, you know, ship it. I have been in the loop with a lot of different metal labels, and I've had the Incinerate stuff sent to me before anybody else gets it. And Jesse's like, yeah, but there's two songs not on that album. You know what I mean? Like,
wait a minute. Are you talking about the weakest member of Glutton for Punishment right now, Jesse?
I think that's that's him.
Okay.
Yeah.
We like to call him Tiny Arms.
Yeah. Wait, no, I saw the last picture that I saw of him. He had huge arms. They're really long.
That's because I had to Photoshop mine on his.
Just to make the band look even?
Yeah, you had to even it out, man. I mean, he was wearing sleeves and had these little toothpicks.
Yeah, I mean, they did look really, really tiny in one picture, and then all of a sudden it was like he had no sleeves. He had huge arms.
He just won't listen to my diet help and my workout tips.
Yeah.
It's like, here's the thing. Don't do either.
Yeah. Fucking Eric's trying to get everybody all swole, and his arms get smaller. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Look at me. I'm obviously the strongest member of Glutton for Punishment.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I was hanging out with you guys, and I couldn't believe that the rest of those guys were so puny.
Dude,
I don't know. I think we need a Rob and Nate like arm wrestling.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Indian leg wrestling.
I don't want to hurt Rob. That's the thing.
Yeah, you know, he's
You don't want Rob
important.
to snap your arm in half.
Dude, can he bend steel?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
I
But
mean,
you know,
he is a giant.
we as Glutton for Punishment had a vote, and when I say we, I meant everyone else was not there that day. And nor did I show up to practice, because that's what you do in a death metal band. You just call in sick every fucking day.
I mean, that's prescribed by Jesse.
So I had a vote at home saying that I'm the strongest member of Glutton, and no one's ever fucking vetoed it. So fuck it.
That's true.
democracy, right?
That's the way it works. I mean, that's how it's supposed to work in bands anyways. You know what I mean? Things get done that way.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's how it works.
So, Jesse, if you do a couple more push-ups, eat your Wheaties, you'll be just like me.
Sean said, "What's up, Mr. Swanson?" Mr. Jensen says, "What's up, Mr. Swanson?"
What's up, Jensen? Got to get him back on here too.
Yes, sir. Jensen, let me know when you can get back on the podcast. We'd love to have you back on here since we're up and running again. And so the Apothic is going to tour the world.
Tour the world.
Going to take over the nation.
Album has been done for a few months. It was recorded with Will Maravellis at 1459 Studios. It was mixed by Adam Tucker at Signature Tone. And for me, it's my swan song of what I've always wanted to do with music in the last 20 years, but couldn't find the right musicians.
Right.
So moving out here, when Al brought up this idea to me, I was like, dude, I got some riffs. And he goes, well, I know a drummer, but you have to talk to him. I'm like, well, I don't know anyone here. I don't want to just cold call someone. It's like sliding into someoe's DM and sending a dick pic or something like that. Check out my riffs. You like them?
Check out my riffs and my wrinkles.
Here's
my
the
wrinkle
funny
riffs.
Here's the funniest thing is so I messaged Braden and I'm like, dude, Al said he's talked to you. I don't know you. We just became friends in the last few months on Facebook. I've never met you in person. Can I send you some riffs? And he's like, hell yeah, let's do this. I'm like, awesome. So I sent him 3 or 4 riffs, just video clips and shit. And then I waited. And I fucking waited. I want to say it was 7 fucking hours I waited. I saw that the messages were read. On Facebook. Yeah. I'm like, no, man, he hates it. He hates it. And I message Al. I'm like, he fucking hates him. Did he say that?
Did he send back just one word and it said weak?
Oh. Ooh. No, he just sent 2. It said po and then ... 10 minutes later, zer. But it was terrifying because I'm not insecure about a lot, but I'm insecure about my riffs. Man.
Well, no, you know that's a part of you, man. I think that's an artistic thing. Yeah. I honestly do believe that when you put so much time and effort into something and so many years to learn the craft and do all that stuff, man, and you put it out there, it's tough, especially to another musician too. Another musician that's in a fucking phenomenal death metal band,
Maniacal Force. Oh my!
Just released some new stuff too that is
those
fantastic.
Guys fucking rip. They're and they're fucking cool fucking dudes, man.
Yeah, each awesome. One of them are all down to earth. They're really cool guys.
That's the thing about the Minneapolis metal scene here. There's a great the bands in fucking Fargo, Maul, Phobophilic, fucking Pursuit. All great fucking bands, all great fucking people. And I miss them very much, seeing them being able to go and see them on any given Friday, Saturday night.
Right.
But moving out here, being able to see Wolf Mask and Raven and fucking Maniacal Force and shit like that. It really, Coffin Rights, rest in peace, man.
Right.
Dude, my first show when I moved here.
They were rad.
Dude, it was Coffin Rights and Wolf Mask, and I lost my shit. Dude, I fucking love Wolf Mask so goddamn much.
Wasn't the Scene Police there?
Scene Police.
Bad boy. What you gonna do?
Oh, shit.
Yes, that's an inside joke that only half of the Glutton for Punishment guys will
Jesse says, this interview sucks and is full of lies.
Wait, how do I...
He said it on Facebook.
Yes.
Oh, is he listening?
Apparently.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to get in the chat because he doesn't want everybody to know that,
Did he do his push-ups and eat his Wheaties so he can finally have arms?
I think his YouTube profile photo is just toothpick arms. And he doesn't know how to change it.
I'm actually going to pay for this later.
Dude, you know what you should do? You should actually put toothpicks and then just his hands.
Oh. Dude, Jesse, I'm sorry, but that's going to fucking happen, man.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Actually, you know what, Ross? Hey, Ross, get on that for me. Yeah. I know you're out there somewhere.
Ross is the best Photoshop. He's the best, worst Photoshop guy ever. You know what I mean? It's like the cut and paste kid thing. It's like a ransom note every time. Dude, the crane today, and he's got Nate flying with the game.
What?
Dude, you didn't see that shit? Oh my God! It's
what are you talking
going.
about? No, because some of us work, actually.
I was working.
Oh my
Taking
God.
photos of the crane.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking
The
Christ.
crane load of stuff that was dropped off at the shred.
And this
bin.
guy's going to pull out in a Lamborghini later tonight with that fucking manager money of his.
Yes, sir.
He's at the shred den being like, how much you want for that? I got money.
Just
I'm
making,
like,
it,
what?
making it rain and shit.
Good God, Ross. Seriously, that's fucking awesome.
So there's like a handful of these guys that Photoshop. It's Jesse, Rob, Ross, Nate, and it's like they just go back and forth between each other. Ross is the catalyst of all of it because he finds the greatest pictures of everybody, and the faces match. That's what's funny is like he fucking trolls everybody's facial expressions on each one of their profiles. He finds the best shit, man.
So,
Who made the shirts?
God damn it.
The meme or the reaction.
So, here's the thing.
Liz Lizard, dude.
Well, yeah, Liz Lizard has a lot to do with that, but Ross started that whole trend by making different reaction fucking pictures.
I have them all.
Yeah.
I have every single one, and they are on my phone, and they will be used till the end of
Damn
time.
it.
It's they're the best.
Do I
things.
really look that stupid in every picture?
Dude, and fucking Jim Osborne made a couple too, and I took a couple of his. He's like, nice photo you got there. And I'm like, yeah, like,
God damn it.
Who made the fucking, I'm in a local band with the Scornia Weaver. Who did that one? Was that Jim?
That's Jim.
I think
That's
that
Jim
was
Osborne.
I saved that motherfucker, and I've used that thing several times in conversations.
It's
the best shit ever, dude.
Like, I can dish it out and I can take it, but sometimes I'm like, oh my God, that's fucking good.
You
But-
just start laughing at yourself and shit.
So these little fucking memes Ross made of all my facial expressions with different, like, oh, I love this, I hate this, blah, blah, blah. I'm concerned.
scares me.
There's like 16 fucking of them. I don't fucking know how many.
There's like 30 of them.
So we were about to play a show in Mankato, and we're all hanging out at Liz Lizard's house. And shout out to Liz, you fucking rule. You're one of the best fucking people out there. I went out for a smoke, and I came back in like 5 minutes later, and everyone is just looking at me, and I'm like, what's up? And I look at everyone's shirt, and I'm like, why? What the fuck? Everyone has a shirt with a different expression and different shit of my face. And they're like, oh, we got you one. And it's this bright pink one. I'm like, oh, God damn it. I got to stop taking selfies.
Dude, that one, those were fantastic. So you got the Cannibal Carlton shirt, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
You
yes.
made that one, or Amy made that one for you?
Jordan made the graphic, and I sent it to Amy and had her make it for me.
Now, I was at a show, and I was talking to the original singer of Blood War, wrestler kid. You know what I'm talking? I can't remember. Can't remember his name. It's Joe.
Joe.
Okay, so I'm chatting with him, and he brings up Cannibal Carlson, but he says Carlton, and then he stops himself, and I look at him. My eyes were huge, and I just was like, "Stop what you're saying! What did you just say?" And he said, "I said Carlton," and I just was like, "Holy shit!" I fucking got on the phone with Jordan, and he's just like, he goes, "I understand what I need to do." And fucking, he had that shit to me within the hour, dude. Like, just boom, we had that shit together.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I had that shirt made up and a couple others. But just the meme wars we have against the Photoshop wars.
Oh yeah. It's never ending.
So, like, years ago when I was still in Fargo, and like Rob and I would just have like random like video talks late at night after having some beers. Grab 2 of those beers. There was one night where he called me, and I had went out and bought a wig.
Yeah.
And I was wearing a Glutton for Punishment, and I was holding a Jackson. I had my Glutton for Punishment hat, and we were talking for like 15 minutes. He goes, "Hold on a second." And so there's like this long black hair, and I'm fucking bald as shit. And he's like, "Are you dressed up as me?" I'm like, "Took you fucking long enough."
Wait a second. You were talking to him?
Yeah, on like a Facebook video chat, like video messenger.
Yeah.
And we were like in Jess's in the background and whatnot. Neither of them noticed until like 15 minutes later, and like, "Fuck you." I'm like, "No, this is hilarious."
He
Didn't you
did
show up
even
to a show like that too?
Oh no, the first time I met Justin, his son. So we're Krog is playing a show, and it's Halloween. So what do? throw on the camo shorts, the Glutton for Punishment hoodie, the backwards hat, and the fucking long-ass wig, and show up, and he's just like, God damn it. And so we're sitting at the table. It's me, Jess, and Rob. And then Justin, his son, and his girlfriend show up, and Justin looks at me and goes, are you dressed as my dad? And I go, abso-fucking-lutely. And he goes, you are my favorite friend of his now.
Jess says, and you dressed up as him as Halloween at the Eagle's Nest.
That was the one.
Oh, that's the one. Okay.
And thank you for the Red Bulls that night, Jess. That was awesome. And that pizza fucking rules.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
But yeah, it was, I pretty much bullied Rob into being my friend. And no, it's true. He's like, oh, here's a guy that likes guitars and fucking death metal and fucking extreme metal.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's got really cool guitars. I'm going to be his friend, whether he likes it or fucking not.
Right?
And so, just...
Hold on, I want to stop you.
Yeah.
How many guitars have you actually talked him out of?
Talked him out of?
Yeah,
I can't talk him out of shit.
No. You've been able to finagle a couple guitars out of him,
Oh, I did get the Blood V. I got the Blood V after all the jokes.
What about what about the black and green one? Wasn't that Rob's too?
No.
Okay.
That was a different Rob's.
Okay.
I know a lot of Robs in the area.
That's fucking awesome.
These are the Robs I know. These are the Robs I know. Robert Carlson, he owns a guitar shop. If you're a Kids in the Hall fan, you'll get that.
That's fucking awesome, dude. The Icon. You can't forget Bobby Icon.
Fucking Bobby Icon.
I
man.
love that guy.
Every day I raise my flag to him.
Yeah. Raise the beer for fucking Bobby Icon.
But no,
cheers, Brosh.
Cheers. Everyone in this town has been awesome that I've met, and I'm really glad to live here now. And I love the progress I'm making, work-wise, music-wise, friend-wise, everything. It just all matches up, man. It's fucking rules here.
Well, you got to surround yourself with like-minded people, and I think there's a fuckload of them here. You know what I mean? And it seems like you got in the right circle with good musicians, a lot of good people, and no real fuckheads that are you don't surround yourself with those type of people.
Yeah, well, I mean, every day I wake up, literally, I go hang out with people that I'm like friends with outside of like work. Like Jordan and I, he's my boss,
right?
But like we're like friends outside of work.
Yeah.
Well, at least I think we're friends. You invited me to live in your crawl space once.
I didn't do shit. That was Marion.
Either way, that sounds really creepy saying it out loud. You invited me to live in your crawl space once. Fucking John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that shit. Like, that's what I think he was trying to say. You can come live in my crawl space. It's cool. I'm not gonna tell you that I haven't hit you in the head with a shovel and fucking buried you in that motherfucker. But
the thing is like, moving out of my comfort zone of Fargo, Moorhead, to moving to this giant fucking city that I'm not used to, and then moving to a smaller city to go drive back and forth to a bigger city, blah, blah, blah. But every day I see friends and people that I'm comfortable around.
Right.
And that's really important to me because it just makes me feel good, Like whether if I'm having the shittiest fucking day at work, which fucking happens, because you never know what happens in the fucking warehousing industry.
Yeah.
But, or forklifting. I mean, there's a lot of ups and downs.
Whoa, dude. Punishment. That's what it is right now. Punishment.
Don't be afraid.
I need another drink.
I think we need to audit this show real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
So, I mean, now, after the Apothic thing,
Yes.
Now, what other band did you get into? What bands are you?
So right now the 3 active bands I'm in: Apothic, Glutton for Punishment, and then Diehard Corps.
Yep.
Diehard Corps is a like thrashy, like DRI D-beat style, which I still don't know what the fuck D-beat means. I also don't know what slam means still. Even people have tried to explain it to me, and I'm like, you're just fucking making up nonsense. But it's real like old school, like thrash oriented. Mm-hmm. You got Kellerman on vocals. Mm-hmm. You got fucking Jay from Die Ghost and Ripsnorter on drums. You got fucking. Have you heard of Robert Carlson? Have I mentioned him yet?
No. Sir, you mean the knight, Sir Robert Carlson?
Oh, right? Sir Robert Carlson.
Yeah.
I think Elton John knighted him in actually.
I believe so.
I
with
saw
his
that.
wiener.
I saw that on PBS.
Like hit him in the shoulders. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh yeah. It happens.
For king, for country.
That would happen.
Yep, clobbers him with it.
But no, Diehard Corps is now working on So we played a show recently. When I say recently, it was like 3-4 months ago. But I broke a string that show, and that's the only thing I really remember because I was really mad, and I went home and I drank myself to sleep about it. Even though Tyler was there, like comforting me, like, oh,
dude, you're all right. It sounded good.
It's just one of those fucking freak things. I mean, Rob likes to blame it on the Triple X, but the Triple X fucking held that show together.
Damn. Now, how many songs into that whole deal was it?
We had like a 6-song set, and I had 2 songs left. And I remember the exact moment because we were finishing the 4th song, and I was doing one of those like Floyd Rose, and the string just went. And then everyone's like, "Where's your backup?" I'm like, "What backup?" And I'm like, "Rob, you got a backup?" He's like, "I ain't got a fucking backup." I'm like, fuck.
How does Rob not have a backup? That's just so strange to me. Man.
He literally
like 208 backups.
I know, but none of them at home. He probably would have just sent.
But here's the thing: everyone gave
to get it.
Everyone gave me shit. Like, why don't you have one? I'm like, because I'm fucking poor. Like, what do you want from me, man? I can't fucking. I don't make fucking manager money.
And
looking at you, Jordan.
Was that right before the cover? You guys did a cover song too, right?
He pulled up in a fucking Bentley. I think your driver's still waiting outside. You should make sure he's okay.
It's pronounced Tahoe.
Tahoe.
Native. It's native. It's native for Bentley.
Nate. If
That's right.
Oh, come on, man. That was
Put
intense.
a feather in your put a feather in your cap.
fucking Christ.
Yeah. All right. So then you did. You're doing the Diehard Corps. Now,
Diehard Corps.
you did
Corpse.
one show with that,
Yep.
with those guys, and are you guys looking to book some stuff soon?
I think we're splitting up, man.
Really?
No.
Already?
No. We've been working on some new stuff. We're taking some of the what I'd like to consider like not as good tunes. Well, no, they're not bad tunes, but Rob's coming up with Rob's like the main songwriter. And he's coming up with like a lot of really powerful fucking riffs and shit. Like even better, like, okay, now we're getting to our fucking groove here. This is where it's at.
So older stuff.
Dude, it's fucking sick, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting more to sound like this is what, because the first 2 singles we released, Punching God in the Face and Diehard Corps, that's like what we wanted. But then we had some stuff that was kind of like filler.
Gotcha.
You know? And then Rob is coming out with his fucking just banging shit.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm happy to see that because pretty much the way this
Dude
project,
never stops writing.
No,
Dude just
he
never
never
stops. I
I don't
love
think
that
he
about the dude.
sleeps, honestly.
He does, like in the afternoon when everybody else is like doing their normal thing.
Or the times he's told me to stop by his house and I ring the doorbell and no one answers.
He's in his coffin, dude. That's the thing. He's hanging upside down.
Taking naps in his office at work.
Do you guys get offices and naps?
I don't have an office currently. I used to.
Oh, but I think sometimes when you're like doing this, I think you're just standing there with your phone against your ear, but there's no one on it and you're just sleeping, but
I've seen him
positioned your
sleep
hand like-
before. I've seen him sleep before. I've seen him fall asleep before. Hey, do this, and then just sit there for a second, eyes closed.
Oh, dude,
Marion hits him with the cup real quick and fucking wakes him up.
It's tough just scrolling Reddit all day.
Well, see, this is the thing. He Reddits how to fucking manage us because he's like, these guys are fucking goofy. Helmet, lick window. Marion, how would you explain this? Morons. Okay, yeah. So that's how he's managed. Reddit probably does have a thing for management, don't they?
Yeah.
How do I manage someone that throws too many puns at me?
There's a warehouse management subreddit.
Really?
Where we just complain about the staff that we have to manage.
Dude, I bet half those people are like, man, I fucking wish I had Natanic working with me. That dude sounds fucking hilarious. And stronger than Jesse.
Jesus.
Forklift drivers that don't drive through walls.
Oh, by the way, Lyra, how many drinks?
3 letters.
Did you take already? I was telling Lyra that she's got to start a drinking game from all the puns that happened.
Oh, God. Fucking, I hope you
you're
have
way
like
behind.
3 bottles.
So you're way behind and she's sober.
Lyra, thank you for listening.
Oh my
Appreciate
God,
it.
That's a stinky burp.
Well, Greg is trying to kill us in here.
I'm killing myself with that. Whew. I hope you smell it. That smells like fucking garlic and butthole.
Need more rumplements.
Can you grab me another beer? If I do too much Ruppelmans, man, I'm just
I asked for another one too, and no one ever did anything.
burn a hole in myself.
I thought I was the fucking guest here. Where's my fucking manager?
Right here.
No, my real manager for my local band.
What?
Shake these up real quick.
Oh, don't do that. Here we go.
Here, Nate. Good luck opening this.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, Jordan.
Card Wonders with Eric. I guess I should start drinking. Yes, I think you should.
I've never touched stuff personally, but I hear it's fun. You know what else I don't touch? Local fucking bands.
Yeah. What's
You're only in like 6 of them.
I'm not in any of them, man. I'm infiltrating. You gotta know your enemy.
Know your enemy. You take the open one. You take the open one. I'll take the. Give me
Thank you,
that
sir.
one. Give me that one back.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. There we go. All right. So now we get to.
Oh, it's Ogar. I love you, Ogar.
I love you, Ogar.
Remember that time I taught you how to fucking gravity blast?
Hey, didn't you create the gravity blast? That's what I heard. Oh, you actually did shake
I
it up.
did not shake it up. Nate touched it last.
I did not shake it up. No, that was a Taylor Swift song. That's all on you because I don't listen to that shit.
Shake it up.
No, you
Isn't that a
listen to
Cars song?
Fucking Creed and Sammy Hagar.
Oh yeah, good music. It's called fucking classic.
All
music.
right, I want so anybody that's in the chat or watching right now, we're gonna vote on this right now. Sammy Hagar or DLR?
Sammy fucking Hagar.
You could
DLR.
You could put it up there. I mean, Nate has it tattooed on his hand with a heart. I don't know why he's denying it right now. You look at the
Just look at the flyer
look at
for
the flyer. Here, I'll even show it to you. Here.
It's on there.
I'll do it right there.
I'm
See,
also
look,
in
do you
talks with my
see?
lawyers about this.
Look at there's a chicken wing up there. There's a Marshall amps. Dude, where did you get that sleep token picture? That's or the patch.
It's got that Sabbath patch too.
I think I made that one for him.
I really like the one that says Mustaine wrote them all.
Why did I show up tonight? I could have been doing anything better, like staring at a fucking wall, or you know what? I would actually go back to the time when my balls were infected and I couldn't leave the couch, than deal with this bullshit right
now?
in this moment.
I'll give you a swift kick, and then you can.
It's not even close to the pain I felt before, man.
So how long did that go, Nate? I mean, you were in pain, dude. The day that you left early, I could see it in your face, dude. You got off a lift and you were just like you just wanted to scream at people.
And Jordan's here like, you need to come into work because I'm just kidding. But no, he was really cool. But no, I was out for like 7 days, man.
Yeah,
you know what? It was fucking nuts.
I got a DLR. I've got a neither. I've got a Nate doesn't even know what a blast beat is.
I need to get
much
a
less
squirt
the
bottle.
gravity beat. That's
So every time Nate says a pun, I can just spray him and say no.
Thanks for going off topic, Greg, because I was trying to talk about my balls.
no. Go ahead. No, that's cool.
No,
Your balls are important.
I just
Or
landed
DLR
like
votes.
I landed like the perfect pun, and you're like, DLR. You know what? He fucking sucks balls. But he couldn't suck that ball because it was the fucking size of a fucking softball. I'll tell you that much.
massive,
that day.
dude. How were you able to walk? That's
I
what
wasn't. That's why I had a fucking cane.
So Marvin took care of you though, huh?
Marvin had my back, man.
He had your balls.
Yeah, he had my ball.
He thought it was his baby, just curling up to it.
No, he was such a good boy. But I went through everything on Netflix and just tried not to fucking die.
Oh, dude, that's the worst pain.
Dude,
I've been there. It's horrible.
The
man.
doctor was the fucking worst.
Was he just like?
No, he was a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
He's like, I know how this happens, and it's 2 reasons. I'm like, okay, what are the reasons?
What's the first one?
Can you please tell me? He goes, number 1, gonorrhea, and it's like gonorrhea. I'm like, okay, well, fair enough. Probably not it.
I only have sex with.
And he
men.
goes, and the second one is it just naturally happens in your body. I'm like, okay, well, I'm shooting for number 2 because here's where we're at. And he goes, well, I'm going to test you for number 1.
Was he fucking pulling to try to get a
Dude,
discharge out of you?
he's just like, I want you to pee in a cup. I'm like, I'll piss on your fucking face if that's what it takes to make my ball not be the size of a softball.
Right.
And then He calls me 2 days later. It's not gonorrhea. Really?
Did you have a hard time going piss and everything like that?
No, dude, I could piss like a fucking racehorse still, but getting up to piss, like I had
or
that
even
cane.
Putting your thumb in there to hold the pants down, the boxers down. That would be fucking painful too. You know what I mean? Because you're kind of pushing the elastic.
Oh, dude,
against
I
them,
drop
you know
my pants all the way to my fucking ankles every time I piss.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, why not?
Because I have a greatest story ever for that.
Because I fucking like to dominate every bathroom I go into.
That's awesome. Just got your ass hanging out and shit. You're just standing there.
That's how you roll, man.
Weighing out, fucking.
Hang out with your wang
I told
out.
you that story about the guy I thought was Maddie Time, didn't I went to the fine line. If anybody knows Maddie Time used to have these like little braids, blonde hair, and he always used to wear a white Adidas jumpsuit with black stripes. Remember that shit? He always used to wear that Adidas jumpsuit. I'm at the fine line watching a show. I go to the bathroom and I see a dude with shoulder length, blonde, thin braids, right? Got a white pair of sunglasses on. He looked like fucking Maddie Time. Now that I think of it, he was a little shorter than Maddie was. You know what I mean? And the guy had his trunks down to his, mid leg, ass hanging out, wang just pissing away, and I thought it was Maddie Time. And I walked up behind him and I smacked this random dude right in his ass and said, "Put that little motherfucker away." And this dude said, like, just stopped peeing and everything and just did this number. And I just went, "Wrong dude," and walked out of the bathroom back into the crowd. That was COC and fucking, I think it was COC and, yeah.
Well, that was like COC and
At Fine Line, yeah.
Crowbar.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Just random dude. I smacked him on the ass. He's got his fucking, yeah, good stuff.
I thought you were like, this was something like way back in the day. I didn't know it was that recently.
It was recently, dude. That was crazy. Yeah,
COC and Crowbar? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
Oh, yeah,
Hell of a
real good show.
Dude, COC Blind is one of my favorite fucking albums.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, Crowbar Oddfellows Rest. Yeah.
Now, so I wanted to ask you, what's with the non-season chicken?
Yeah, a lot of you plebes would ask me that.
Well, I'm just curious. I mean,
No, you don't understand culture, apparently. It's chicken has its own flavor. You don't understand that, do you?
No, now hold on a second. Now, are we talking chicken wings? Or are we talking chicken thighs? What
Dude, I don't eat
black or dark or white.
chicken legs.
Okay, legs.
It's all
Gotcha.
chicken legs, man.
Okay,
So
dark meat.
love the dark meat, love it, and
That's how a bromance starts. He says. It's funny.
I just want to put out there that not only is his chicken unseasoned, but it's undercooked.
can I also throw out there that
Do you boil it?
in milk?
That's really bizarre.
Yeah,
I thought I only did that with.
He likes it still a little pink.
dude. If there's God, you fucking weak bloodline individuals, you do not understand.
So chicken never gives you any kind of stomach problems or anything. You just raw dog it.
No, dude, I eat fucking
take it-
meat I
wait,
find on the street.
So you take it straight out of the package and just basically lick it, throw it in a pan for like 2 seconds to warm it up, and
I boil it in milk
Down.
and I fucking throw it down my gullet.
just looking like a pellet going. Down it goes, man. Whole chicken, everything.
So I really do not enjoy like when I cook myself to deal with spices and shit like that or anything.
You eat tacos. You make your own taco meat.
I don't make my own tacos. I have a fucking wife that does that.
She makes so she can season. Obviously.
Dude, and
Now, does she buy the packet season?
yeah, dude.
Okay.
Taco Bell packaging.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, look at Jordan. Jordan over here's like, oh.
You see us, right? We're weaker than Jesse. That's what I'm saying. We're
know.
big boys. We like to eat good food, Nate.
Yeah,
That's why we're weaker
Seasoning.
than Jesse.
A little salt never killed anyone. Actually, it may have, but
it's killed numerous people. I'm not I didn't go to fucking doctor school for 10 years to not know that.
you also didn't go to doctor school for 5 years.
Or at all. That's why I said I didn't go to doctor school. Did you not catch that first fucking part?
I didn't, but I believe you're a doctor.
Oh, dude.
I mean, how could you, diagnose that Jesse's the weakest guy in your band?
Well, it's easy.
Well, I mean the toothpicks.
With the toothpick arms.
Yeah, I gotcha. Sorry.
But
Sorry,
now when I go home tonight, I have to go to my mailbox and put that's my government name, Natanic Pehler, MD, on my mailbox, just so people know.
You got to put Esquire in
doctor.
there.
Actually, no, the MD stands for Megadeth.
They did write them all.
Mustaine wrote them all.
He didn't write shit. Dude, he wrote himself in the back of a fucking U-Haul. That's about it.
Marion says we're raw dog in life. That's just how it is. That's what it is.
Do you like Lutefisk, Nate?
I actually fucking love Lutefisk.
I can't tell if you're kidding right now.
No, dude, seriously, I'm Norwegian.
So am I.
Okay.
You like
What's wrong?
Ludicrous?
Are we going to talk about this? That was a really terrible way to try to do that. I just did a big old
Pull of Ruppelmitz?
You just like gelled, unflavored fish?
Yeah, unflavored fucking fish, dude. It's like unseasoned chicken. And dude, Christine makes my chicken the way I want to. So like, I'll come home after like a 14-hour day of working the warehouse and the shred den.
Yeah.
And she will make my chicken the way I like it. She'll just toss it in the oven, or even just throw it outside in the sun for like 3 hours. And just hand it to me on a plate. It's the greatest thing in the world, and I love her to death for it.
She doesn't season it at all?
She's actually just trying to kill him.
Oh.
No. I've been trying to do that for years, and I have failed.
I'm pretty sure like the cure to cancer is in Nate's stomach.
Oh, dude, you've seen The Last of Us? I'm like that little girl, except, with more riffs.
Holy shit. I almost spit my beer up. That was fantastic, dude. That was a good one.
Ross says that he was going to tune in, but decided that giving his wife a box of wine and listening to her childhood trauma was the less painful option.
Feed her some Coke.
That's
what I'm saying. You'll get more out of it.
Right there.
Cocaine and...
How are your guys' shit moving and mine isn't?
Mine isn't either.
It's
It's
Facebook.
just... Next thing Mr. Nate will be saying is that he likes Lutefisk. He does like Lutefisk.
I do like Lutefisk, man. Why the fuck wouldn't I? I'm Norwegian.
He brought it with him.
Have you had Lutefisk Sloppy Joes?
God, no, dude. Seriously. You're just making shit up now.
No. It's a thing.
No, I don't want to try it.
You have to look it
You
up.
bring it. You bring it to work. I will call HR.
I am HR.
I thought
I am
Marion was
NP.
HR.
We're just making up fucking things and giving ourselves
I'm gonna
one-letter
look that
titles.
Lutefisk. Not Ludicrous Sloppy Joes. Jesus.
Dude, can we just do ludicrous lyrics?
Yeah,
I
we
got
can.
my twin Glock 40s. Cock back.
Oh,
Yeah, we're bringing it back to the 2000s.
I love that shit. That's a Lutefisk Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe. Oh my God, it just popped up, dude. You were kidding.
Are you shitting me? Show it to me. No way.
Hold on a second here. Let me put it together. Manwich is not barbecue, and Lutefisk is not good. I don't see it now. I think he's making it up.
You take Lutefisk and you kind of chop it.
And then you throw it in
You
the
mix
trash.
some manwich.
How?
in with it.
Have you actually felt lutefisk?
Yeah, you just use like a slotted spoon and push it into it.
It's a gelatinous fucking blob that you cannot mix shit with. Not like ground beef.
It doesn't mix well.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
And you
So
throw
does uncooked chicken.
No, you know what's fucking horrible is that goddamn fucking candy you made us eat. You're like, you could have like 10 minutes off your workday, peasant,
no,
if you have
dude,
this
dude.
fucking sour ball.
Dude, he straight punked me, dude. I
remember
got
that day?
Jedi. I got Jedi, dude, big time. And I talk about Jedi and
Both
motherfuckers
Mira
before.
And Marion had it, no problem.
I don't know what kind of relationship you guys have with that fucking sour shit, but ain't for me. Dude, I can't... Dude, lutefisk is the fucking spiciest thing I eat.
Bro, you know what? You're talking to a guy who fucking recreationally uses Tiger Balm on his beehole. You know what I'm saying, dude? This is a guy who can handle...
Which one?
Greg.
Anyway, I'm saying the guy could, he can handle that shit. Dude, he looked at me and he just went like this, and I went, what? I'm not fucking eating that sour shit. And he goes, what, are you scared? And I went, no. And he goes, here like this. And I look at it and I was like, all right. And I grabbed one and I just threw it in my mouth without even thinking. It was just I think I made it 5 seconds, if that, 2 seconds. It was
World's
Dude,
sourest candy.
That sounds like the first time I was working as a streetwalker. Just threw it in my mouth first time, didn't know what was happening. That's how you pay for local band merch.
I'll take 3 of those Gorgatron shorts you got right there.
I earned it.
Just fucking some homeless guy. You're holding his pocket. He's walking by and shit. You're just like, hey, dude.
Dude, I know
who's your
prison
friend?
rules.
Who's your friend? He's the one who got me these Gorgatron shorts. Why are you holding his pocket? You know what I mean? That's good stuff. So I've admired the shit that you were doing in Fargo with the teaching stuff, because you were doing a lot of stuff online, and you were donating, merch and things to, not merch, but gear to, some of your students, and you were
No. That's totally different. That's Make a Riff.
Yeah.
That wasn't to students. That was to. Oh man, this brings a tear to my eye. I really want to bring this back, actually. So yeah, I did the GoFundMe thing, and I raised $10,000, and I got, at that point with that $10,000, I got.
Let me stop you. So how did you? What did you put out there for a GoFundMe?
I put out there. I had a whole mission statement,
Right.
of how I wanted to get guitars in the hands of kids that couldn't afford them.
Right.
And I wanted to get them lessons. I wanted to give them like good gear, not like, oh, here's a shit guitar.
Right.
No, here's something good, So, and this actually brings my tear to my eye. So I raised $10,000, and it wasn't exactly 10,000, but whatever. But I got gear and lessons to 10 fucking kids that year. And then since then, I've gathered 5 more to give gear. And, pretty much it's gear to now.
Right.
It's not much the lessons anymore because it's expensive, man.
Sure.
It's a process. And like you have a dream and you want to follow it. And like you want everyone to follow it with you. And people help, and people do help a lot. But sometimes they fall off, and I understand not wanting to donate to it anymore. I get it, because everyone kind of loses their interest as the next best thing.
Right.
But for me, music is everything.
Right.
So there's 3 Make a Riff kids now that are still doing it.
Still jamming.
Still jamming
from the gear that you gave them and then the lessons you gave them.
Yeah.
Shit.
And
you still keep in contact with all those cats too,
no,
right? The kids?
no, I don't.
No.
My one thing was I want no contact after.
Really?
I just kind of want to be the silent partner that throws it to you. Here's your shit. Here's your teacher. Go for it, because I didn't want the glory for it or anything.
You didn't want to take the money for you to use as far as like giving them lessons and shit like that.
Well, no,
you wanted it to be.
I gave the lesson. I gave the money to the teachers and all that, but I would just step back and let them do their thing.
Right.
I don't want to be the mediator.
Okay.
Because I have no place in that. That's not. This is your journey, not mine.
Right.
I'm not trying to sit here and influencer oh God, look what I'm doing.
Right.
But
But dude, I have to be honest with you, man. When I saw you doing that shit brought a tear to my eye, knowing that there are other people out there that feel the same way that I do. And I wish I was able to do that as a vocalist, but I don't, what I'm going to teach you how to fucking scream at somebody or, do something like that. But the fact that you're taking what you love and what you've done for so many years and all the time that you put into your instrument and your craft, and you're passing that forward to somebody else, you know what I mean? And to be able to actually step back and go, here it is. Here's the process, move along at your own thing. You know what I mean? Like that's fucking huge, dude. Big time. And that's what really made me like, this dude's cool as fuck. You understand how it is, man, to pass that forward. You know what I mean?
Man, some of those kids I remember, and Brooks, if you're listening, if you see this, fucking Brooks Zins, you're my boy. He's the first one to reach out to me years later and tell me, he goes, you're the reason I'm still doing this.
Badass.
And dude, when I got that message, I literally teared up, and I ran up to Christine and I showed her the message, and she teared up, and we both teared up, and then all the dogs are wondering why we're getting divorced. But
no, are you serious, dude? Like, which one of you guys are gonna give me the milk bowl? Like, are you serious? You're not gonna,
That's the
right?
thing.
I'm going with her. Fuck that guy. What? Wait, you're not.
it was
Oh, refs are cool.
it was the greatest. It was the greatest thing I've ever been sent. Like, here's someone that I had met one time.
Yeah.
Like,
Now, is that the kid that he? Which guitar did he get?
He got an SG.
Okay.
So back in the day, when I had the money, when I got that 10 Gs,
Yeah.
I bought 10 packs. Everyone got a PV Viper, because back in the day, this was like 2015. I could get a PV Viper for like $140, and I can get like an Ibanez Geo for like $140.
Right.
And blah, 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 blah. But, and then, so the thing is, the money wasn't more the gear, it was more towards the lessons.
Right.
So I'd pay for all this and 3 months of lessons.
Which is not cheap.
No, dude, as a guitar teacher, I know, because I know what I charge.
Right.
And, you know, it sounds
You
shitty.
said like 35 an hour, like some shit like that, didn't
35 an hour? Come on, dude. Don't fuck me.
Sorry, that was wrong. I was just quoting Rob. Rob said it
Yeah,
was
I
like
know. He fucking said
33
that once. And don't ever say that again,
Did he
Rob.
say $33 a second or something? $33? I can't remember what it was. I'm drunk now.
No, it's all good. But no, it's I lost my train of thought now. But no, it's just about getting the kids into music. And so I'm actually gonna like leeway into what I'm doing at the Shred Den now. So right now I bought, well, me and Christine have bought 2 starter packs for any person, whether you be 50 years old, whether you be 5 years old, whether you be 15 years old. We have a starter pack available, and I will.
What's in your starter pack?
Starter pack is your guitar, your amp, your strap, picks, cable, tuner, all that stuff. Everything you need to start playing.
Right.
Because everyone deserves a good place to start.
Sure.
Because how many people did we know back in the fucking, in the early days where
Right.
I started on a piece of shit.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you start on something good?
Yeah.
And that's always been my goal, because
Like a Kemper, right? I love the silence. He's pulling a Jordan right now.
no,
dude.
I'm pulling a Kemper tantrum.
Drink, motherfucker. Drink.
That's all on you, baby. But no, everything I have ever lived for is music, and from the first day I ever touched a plastic guitar that my dad gave me at the age of 5,
Yeah.
to when I actually got my first nylon string guitar at age 7, which should have been used for classical purposes.
Sure.
But was used, like, everyone made fun of me, like, why do you got nylon strings and I got this? I'm like, well, you know what? My family's poor, so fuck off.
Yeah.
But you know what?
You're
Dude,
still with it?
I have a $6,000 Jackson sitting in my fucking house right now, and what are you doing? Probably, I don't know, fucking working at a gas station.
Probably.
But that's the thing, man. Music is important. Music is beautiful, and to anyone that knows me or whatever on social media, anytime I make fun of local bands, it's 100% honest, but 100% also sarcastic. It's
Right.
like, it's just fun, Like, we make fun of what we know.
Yeah.
We pick the low fruit.
Yeah.
And this is Greg's low fruit that I'm picking.
You got to go lower. They're under the table, buddy.
Oh, they're there.
Real low.
They're there.
It's just
they are there.
Yes, I believe it.
May I get a potty break?
You do. You can. Yes, dude. Kemper is okay. 6505 for life. 6505 plus for life.
Who the fuck says that?
That was Adam D that said that. Giovanni, thank you for joining us.
I'll be right back.
thank you to everybody for. I knew he was going to do this. I knew he was going to have to take a shit right in the middle of it. He said before, he's like, "Man, I really got a shit." That's what he was saying.
He drank a gallon of milk on the way here.
Yeah, but he's lactose intolerant, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, "I'm going to have a gallon of milk and some ice cream sandwiches."
Behind me, and I looked back, and he's just chugging away while driving. That big old gallon of whole milk.
Yep. And eating raw chicken. He probably had 4 or 5 pieces of raw chicken on the way here. Yep. I could tell. I could see it in his face. It's like he got whiter. It was weird. Like a ghost. How many drinks of this Rebel Mints have you had?
Too many?
I can't. Thanks for pushing that away. That's what I was trying to do there. Yeah. So, how did you enjoy that art thing last weekend?
That was a lot of fun. That was really cool. The stories and everything that everyone was saying, like it was just really like brought you in, and very engaged.
Yeah. Yeah, and if anybody hasn't had a chance to check it out, the podcast that we did was a live podcast at the Artisan Forge, kind of showcasing our buddy Artemis Sears' Alien Inside exhibit that he had. He was selected as the artist of the month for March. I think he's still there until the end of this weekend too. By the way, if anybody's in Eau Claire and would like to see his artwork, but we had multiple different artists that were part of the collective there at the Artisan Forge. 1106 is what it's called. Technically, I think it was they're in transition of changing it, I believe. But we had a fantastic time. I was kind of bummed that we didn't have more mics to have more people involved, and it was so tough because everybody was like leaning back and. The one dude with the microphone, and he did a great
holding it over here.
Yeah, but he was like, you could tell he was nervous, and he was, you know what I mean? And he just, every time he talked, he'd have his arm, doing this whole thing. But we do have the podcast up on YouTube. Check it out. It was a fantastic time, just getting to know some of these artists and having a good time. Just hearing those stories, man, it was fantastic. I love to hear people's journey on art, on music, and it's just fascinating how people they find their way to these. You gravitate, and like I said, in like surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals and in art and music and everything like that. It's inspirationally, pounces you. I mean, you bounce into all these other ideas, and you have. All
that's the greatest part. I'm back, by the way.
Yes, welcome back. Welcome back,
dude. It took me 2 fucking seconds. Come on. But no, just bouncing
That's
ideas.
What she said.
Being able to bounce ideas off other artists that get your sound and your feel and shit like that. Like that's the hardest thing. Like I remember when I was younger.
Yeah.
You would be like 13, like, all right, oh whoa, this guy's got a drum set, this guy's got a bass, this guy's got another guitar. We're in a band. No, you're not.
Yeah.
But I mean you are.
Yeah, one dude knows how to play, and the other ones are kind of like
that.
Bong, bong.
That band is not still functioning right now.
You never know.
No, I do know. I do know because I've done it numerous times.
Right.
But it's finding the people that you can just bounce shit off,
Right.
And for the younger kids and shit, like, keep on doing that though. You need to have that like cause and effect.
Well, you know what's crazy too, man, is that I've done this a million times over too. If we've ever played any all ages shows, I know when I was doing stuff at the Skyway, we started doing all age shows, and when I would see people's parents there, I would stop and make it a point to say, hey, thank you very much, because a lot of people don't understand. They see us all grown up and fucking tattooed up and wearing black every single day. A lot of people think, oh, you're going to grow out of it. I'm 51 years old. I wear black every single day. I'm tattooed, and that's the way I was. I grew into that thing, and I'll never change. When I see, parents who take the time out of their day to bring their kids and support the stuff that they do, and you see these kids flourish, like the guys from Visceral Reaction,
dude, fuck yeah, dude, Jack Visceral.
Well. What's crazy is that his mom and dad are some of the most supportive fucking people that you would ever fucking meet, because his dad's, plays in a band. He's been playing in bands for a long, long time.
Fake it.
You know, and you see him, and his mom's a hairdresser. You know what I mean? Like, she gets the flair of the whole thing. She gets all of that shit. Yeah. And to see them at the shows supporting their son and being very happy. I mean, that's how I met Jack. Was Bucky came up to me and he's like, "Hey, my son's in a death metal band. I don't know if you're booking any shows or anything, but you got to meet him, right?" So I meet Jack, and he's one of the most inspirational kids I've ever met, because he's like, the dude works multiple jobs. He fucking works out all the time. He plays his guitar. He creates music. He's in a couple different bands. You know what I mean?
So he's me.
He's fucking driven. You know, I mean, as a young man to be that driven, and you know, I've had the chance to sit with them and you know, like booking his CD release show. We talked and I threw a lot of things at him. His dad could teach him all of this stuff too. Yeah. You know what I mean? But for him to be receptive to what I'm saying to him just shows his, he's true integrity of a kid. You know
Jack
what I mean?
Gets it, Jack.
He really does, man. And he's going to be he's a phenomenal musician right now, a phenomenal vocalist, but the more he stays with it, the heavier and the fucking more solid that kid's going to be. And he's just going to grow into being a better musician that can inspire so many other fucking people too. You know what I mean?
So before I started like teaching for real, I did a couple lessons with Jack.
Yeah.
And like, Jack is one of my favorite people.
Yeah.
Like, because he reminds me.
Wait, before you started teaching at the Shred Den?
Yeah. Like,
okay.
Months and months and months.
Okay.
Months before. I gave him like a couple lessons. I love Jack, and I love Visceral Reaction. I love Disembodied Humanity when he was doing that shit. He reminds me of me when I was younger. And so I'm like, dude, I want you to keep on going. Yeah. I want you to outdo me, which isn't going to take much.
Well, you know,
I'm just.
But stay that course, though. You know what I mean? Because as a young person, man, it's easy to get off track. And I think he loves music enough that nothing's gonna nothing's gonna knock him off that track. You know what I mean? And he's such a driven kid. To see a kid who's fucking, you know, is he still?
All those kids in Visceral.
Yeah.
All those kids in Disembodied Humanity. They're amazing.
Yeah.
They're great. And, you know, I always talk shit about local bands, and it's all in jest because I'm in 4 of them.
Right. It's all love, dude. It's all love.
That's the thing. But, like, Jack is one of my favorite people because he is so driven, like you said. And it's just beautiful. And I just want to see him succeed. So pretty much what I'm trying to do is like, hey, Jack, come here. Let me finish giving you all the information I have.
You know what, dude? When I first met him and I saw him play, what I wanted to do is I just wanted to pluck him and go, okay, we're gonna get you some of the most brutal fucking people that play around here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set you right in the middle of all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And see where you go with that. You know what I mean? Because I was able to say, I kept telling him this. I'm like, Jackie, you're a great kid. You're driven. You're doing all this. I'm like, stay away from the booze. Stay away from the dope, man. If you smoke weed. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to keep him on the fucking. I want to keep him pure. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
yeah,
he's
keep him pure.
But
and keep him in line.
I honestly do, because I felt like, you know, as a young cat getting into some of the shit that I got into at that age, I was like,
dude,
he's such a driven kid.
We've done a bunch of shows with Visceral, and I have nothing but good things to say about those kids.
Yeah.
And I can't even call them kids, man. Yeah. It's they're those dudes. I feel sorry. I apologize for saying kids. Even though you're kids to me, because I'm fucking 43 and you're like 17.
Right.
But dude, Jack and Liam and all those boys are fucking amazing. Yeah. And they've supported Apothic and Glutton and everything I've done. Like, you guys don't need to do that, you know.
Dude, I was taking pictures of Glutton at the DSI show, and those boys, before I really started talking to Jack, like I met Jack, but I didn't really get to talking to him. Those dudes were so into Glutton, like just thrashing down and you know, pitting and shit, you know, during that set. It was fucking great to see, man. It made me feel like, you know, being a kid again, looking over and going, that's fucking fantastic to see him, you know, enjoy it so much. You know what I mean?
I love it, man. You know, every time. Actually, I don't remember who I was talking to the other day, but so I have this thing where I can't look anyone in the eye when I'm playing.
Yeah.
and they're like, "You look so evil." I'm like, "No, actually, I'm not being evil. I really can't make eye contact when I'm playing on stage."
Yeah.
Because it freaks me the fuck out. It literally does. It literally does. It just the worst thing in the fucking world. Because then
what freaks you out about it? Like what
I have
break
to
it down.
I have to feel like I have to make conversation and all this shit, and it's fucking weird, man. So I like to play my shit, and if we want to talk afterwards,
Yeah.
we'll talk.
Yeah.
But when
You're
someone
focused.
when someone looks at me like, well, no, not even that, just like that look, and I look down, I'm like, okay, no, I'm obligated. Okay, here's this metal pose. I don't fucking know.
Right?
So someone was telling me, like, you look the most evil. I'm like, no, I'm literally just, like, looking at the ceiling the entire time.
Right.
That's just how it is for me.
Dude, sometimes when I've played, I just feel like I'm not even in the same room. You know what I mean? You're like on
get
this
it.
totally different fucking plane than everybody in the whole room. And if they're staring at you, like, it feels like they don't get it. You know what I mean? Like you lock eyes with somebody who's just like, they're in it, you know?
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, he gets it. But you're looking around and half of them are going, you know what I mean? Like they're counting. All right, here's the riff. Oh, there's a change. And they're just kind of looking at you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you've felt that before, right? You're jamming.
Yeah.
I mean, do you feel like, do you stare out into the crowd and lock eyes with people? Do
I
you
close my eyes most of the time.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's a bass player.
What is it? What is it about
when I play drums too?
What is it about closing the eyes? Just being in the moment and like focusing
in the
on.
moment and focusing on like what we're doing. And I mean, I'll look around and like see scan the crowd, but a lot of times I like find myself like I'm just kind of rocking out with my eyes closed.
I think that to me that's
You get the same thing then.
one of the best things about a show. You know what I mean? When somebody's in it, you know what I mean? It's like they're playing the instrument, not the instrument playing them. You know what I mean? I can't stand when people sit there and watch their fingers play. I like
Dude, that's
when
the
people
thing.
are just
There's always times that I have to like, if I'm doing something
real technical or
intricate and I
Yeah.
need to make sure I'm like, okay, make sure
On a
I'm
bass?
yes, on a bass.
That was actually a joke, dude. I actually do appreciate what you do because I've seen the Courier videos, and they're amazing. Jordan is a fucking.
I was lucky enough
stellar
to jam with
fucking-
him for a good long while, man.
Yeah.
And I told him this too, man. It's like we locked, and I really enjoyed the stuff that he brought to everything that
Oh,
we.
dude, I fucking love Jordan's playing. That's the thing, and that's why I like to give him shit. But, dude, there are those times where you're like, yeah,
there's like especially if I'm doing like a lot of movement, I'm playing higher up or
Yep.
and then I gotta go up here and I don't want to overshoot it.
Wouldn't that be lower? Technically.
Especially because
Can we keep this low key?
My main bass doesn't have
Can we keep this low key?
markers,
Right.
so I'm just like, all right, got to make sure I'm hitting the right note.
Right.
Luckily enough, I can, if I'm off, if I'm a little sharp, I can try and bend it. If I'm flat,
You won't get in any trouble.
Did you say you won't get in any trouble?
if you ignore him, he'll just
No, he
Just
won't.
pop like a
no, he
bubble.
won't.
For the longest time, I thought my mic was off.
It has been. We could just hear you in the room.
The fucking most
That's
fucking
what.
thing.
That's why Jess was like, "Hey, the audio's not working." Yeah, I've done that several times, and I'm really in them fucking inside my head and just feeling the vibe and what I wrote at that particular time. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude,
that
I'd love to do a
groove,
project
that
with you.
feel. That what's that?
I would love to do a project with you.
Fuck yeah, fuck
For
yeah.
me,
That'd be
it's-
fantastic. Us three.
it's one thing when you're jamming with the guys at rehearsals and stuff, but like when you're live and you can feel the sound coming through the PA, the power of the kick drum,
And your feet.
and you can just feel it. I just get absorbed in the moment,
Yeah.
and I'm just like in my groove, doing my thing. And when I'm playing live, there's moments where it just everything else, the crowd, the stage, everything just kind of disappears, and I'm in my own zone,
Right.
just really feeling it.
And
That's when I close my eyes and I'm just like,
I feel like, once you be on the stage, You know what I mean? Like after a while, like those lights dim everything behind it. Like nothing is there. You're kind of in your own realm, and you're really. Could you imagine not being able to feel that feeling? You know what I'm saying? Like trying to explain that to people when you're up there doing that, or like creating that, and you hit that one. You know what I mean? Like that riff where you just get that steady riff, and the drum comes. Oh, yeah. Keep playing that. And then fucking they start playing, and all of a sudden, you know, bass comes in, and you're playing that riff on a loop, and it comes together. It's such a.
So what I'm thinking here between the three of us, guitarist, vocalist, drummer, bassist, what would be
at the same time?
I can't do both of this.
No, not.
You really need to learn there, Geddy Lee, Jordy Lee.
I said drummer / bassist. But I don't know what I'd like to do with you more.
Make out. I mean,
well, besides Pornhub, I mean, our only other chances are a fucking band.
Oh yeah. Did you see that?
I saw that.
Okay, he saw that.
What?
Oh, we already started a band, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's just how it works.
Is Rob in it?
Yeah. He said DLR on vocals, Geezer Butler on bass, Jordan on drums. Bass slides should always be in a song. Dude, I'm totally with you on that deal. Yes, a project with the three of you, says Marianne. She agrees we should do a project together. And
Hey, you guys like Acid Bath?
I absolutely love Acid Bath. One of my favorite bands on the planet. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Let's not talk about them anymore.
Okay, cool. It sounds like a great idea, dude.
No. Like I was saying, I don't know what Jordan would want to do, bass or drum style,
Right.
in something, but I think something like a little slower for me.
Honestly, I was kind of thinking the saxophone.
I would just say this.
I'd like to call it the waxophone.
Jess says she'll play banjo. So we got that too. We got a banjo player in there too.
You ever played banjo?
Huh? I love banjo. I've never played it.
Yeah, I bought one and I played nothing but Carcass's Black Star in it over and over again.
I had a friend that bought an entire bluegrass band.
What?
A friend of mine bought an entire bluegrass band worth of instruments. He kind of had a
You forgot that last part.
existential crisis at the beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And he just like banjo,
Yeah.
acoustic guitar, washboard,
Yeah.
like mouth harp.
I call the fucking jug. Let's
jug, like all that.
Really?
And
Did you play what? Did you jam with him?
drunkenly at his table.
Was
Our
it-
band's called Clitoris and the Devil's Doorbell. That's a true story.
That is fucking amazing, dude.
He bought a bluegrass band, and we're called Clitoris and the Devil's Doorbell.
Oh, we're taking pictures here while we're doing a podcast. It's
Selfie
fantastic.
king over here.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so you can use them against me.
All right, so Adam D has posted this twice already in the thing, and I think it is a valid question. It says, Mr. Greg or Mr. Jordan, Station 4 was before my time. Do y'all have some good stories to tell? I've got a fucking ton of stories to tell. If anybody knows or remembers Don Decker, I had a falling out with Don Decker for a good long while. I went to his house to kill him, actually, and the cops got called. I got beat up by
Maybe
the
leave
cops.
that part out.
No, fuck that. That's the best. No. That's the best part about it, because I was fucking pissed at the guy. I fucking went there. I was tired of that fucking dude fucking with me, because we were like the band that he always told us that he absolutely loved Necromus.
I get
and that he wanted to fucking give us all the great shows, and he did.
But leave those couple words.
No. I went.
Shave it a bit.
I went there to harm him,
Just like your mom's pubes. Shave it a bit.
You went there to give him a stern talking to.
Yes, I was going there to wave my fist at him, angrily. You know what I'm saying?
Just very, very close to
Yes, yes. So there was like a good long while where I didn't talk to Don Decker, and Don Decker was living above Station 4, and I'll be honest with you, Adam. For the longest time, when it was Ryan's, before it came the Lab and the Station 4 and all that shit, I refused to play at that place. I fucking hated it. I thought it was a fucking scumbag place. I hated it. But there was some fantastic bands that played above the place, and they had great studios above there, and the studios were fantastic. People lived in them. They had huge parties after shows. I mean, it just really grew on you. We got a studio there, and this was in the Sublevel times, and Sublevel was doing fairly well. And we are working on this record, and we're fucking recording, or not recording, we're writing and writing and writing. And I look outside the window, and I look down, and there's Don Decker after not talking to him for, I want to say, 4 or 5 years. He's sitting on the corner, and he's just, slumped. Don Decker, front butt touching his fucking chin, that type of shit. And he just yells up, "Greg!" And I look down and I see him there and I go, "What?" And he goes, "You want to open for DRI?" And I said, "Sure, but you're going to pay me," because we had played a million shows for this dude with, fucking pizza and a couple beer tickets, you know what I mean? That type of shit. And we were young, kids, you know what I mean? So he took advantage of us real hard. So I look down and I see Don Decker, and Don Decker asked me to play for DRI, and he asked me later on if we would backline and all this other shit. So I said, just to get him to say, "Fuck you, I'm not going to pay you this," I said, "I want $600 to even fucking come to the door." You know what I'm saying? So we get in the alley of Station 4, and they had this grimy fucking alley that smelled like piss so bad, that had this fire escape that went up, which many people had sex on this fire escape, right? In this piss smelling fucking dumpsters stink, alleyway. And we're unloading our stuff, and we had to backline the show. And Don Decker says, "I got $300 for you now." And we get half our stuff in, and I go, "Nope, 600 or we're not loading in." And he goes, "Come on, man, how many shows have I given you?" And he's doing all this shit. And I go, "Fuck you. Hey, put that shit back in the fucking thing. Let's go," right? And he goes, all right. And he pulls $600 out of his pocket, and he hands it to me. And we play the show. And from that point on, now, anybody who knew Don Decker knew that he was, if you didn't know him, everybody would say he was a total fucking asshole. Jim Zill actually posted this just the other day about not knowing Don Decker and think he was a fucking asshole. But there was a side of Decker, man.
He hated me.
Just Don Decker had a side of him that was fucking business genius, This guy could make fucking, thousands of dollars out of nothing, you know what I mean? And he was fucking business savvy, and he was a guerrilla marketing genius, dude. Like I tell some of these young folks about we talked about it at the art thing last weekend. The ransom note fucking flyers that we would make. We would take somebody's logo that was on somebody else's flyer, cut the logo out, paste it down on a white piece of paper, logo. Right in the Times, handwritten, you know what I'm saying? There was no Photoshop at that time, and you just photocopy it until the borders around the shit that you cut out just faded away, and then it would be your flyer. So Decker was like one of the guys who showed us how to do that. So the Station 4 times, man, after a certain point, for me personally, it was one of the best fucking clubs in town. It was so much fun, and there was so much camaraderie and so many good bands that like would do these things together and like put shows on, and it would be all over town, man. But it was like you would get done with practice, you'd go downstairs, you'd see these bands play, and you'd get in for free if you had a studio above Station 4. And you would drink, and you would make friends with the bartenders and the bouncers, and you could get away with absolute murder. I fucking punched this dude straight cold out into the fucking. This is a good one. I started a dart machine on fire because I knocked this fucking dude's block off, dude. I punched him square out, bam.
Was it powered by a XXX?
Pretty much.
Fuck you say to me.
And so there you could get away with absolute murder in this Station 4. You guys got any Station 4 stories or any of that stuff?
I do have one.
Yeah, give it up.
So when me and Christine started dating in 2011, we went and saw Deicide and add any other band name.
Right.
But Deicide was playing, and we were all there for that. Fucking love Deicide, man.
What would you remember what tour it was?
Dude, like I said, it was fucking 2000 fucking.
Hey Rob, tell us what tour were they be on in 2000? What was it? 2012? Did you say?
2011, 2013.
Deicide. Go ahead.
It was around there. But we went there, and man, did I drink a fucking shit ton of PBRs and Jaegers. But afterwards, Glenn Benton comes out the side. You know how the fucking venue is.
Yep.
So he comes out the side, and she's like, "Oh my God, it's Glenn Benton." I'm like, "Huh?" Huh? Because I'm fucking hammered.
Yeah.
She's like, "Baby, can you take a picture of me and Glenn?"
To Hell with God would be 2011. 2013 would be in the Minds of Evil.
That would be the 2013.
That 2013 then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because no one gives a shit about anything after fucking Legion.
Okay. Gotcha.
I mean, let's be fucking honest here. Everything else is just a fucking word.
Right.
But so Glenn comes out, and she's like, "Oh my God, Glenn."
Yeah.
There's Glenn. It's awesome. It's fucking cool. And he's like, and I'm making the sound of like looking at someone's big old bubble butt, like in a good bubble butt kind of way.
Yeah.
And as I'm holding the camera, looking at him, going, "Are you fucking serious?"
He's looking at your old lady's ass.
Yeah. And I'm like, "So, are we gonna fight?
Yeah.
Or are you gonna be polite after this?" Yeah. He was polite afterwards and went on his fucking merry way because he's Glenn fucking Benton. He burned a fucking upside down cross on his forehead, and I didn't do that yet. And I'm fucking stupid as shit.
Dude, I got a great Glenn Benton story. We played with we hung out with those cats, and Decker knew I was a problem solver at the time, right? So he calls me up and he says, "Hey, can you get any blow for Glenn Benton?" I said, "Fuck yeah, I got some blow in my pocket," So I show up at the show and I get in there fucking on their it was a camper, their tour bus, their camper, right?
Tour bus.
Yeah. So I get up there and I hand him some shit, and his wife is actually with him. And his wife and him, they start partying. We're all partying, we're drinking, we're having a good time, right? And the next night, we're playing. He's supposed to be playing with Vital Remains at
dude,
First
2002, 4,
yeah,
Milwaukee or
First
Minneapolis
Avenue.
Metal Fest.
Yep.
Yes,
First
I
Avenue.
was there,
Yeah.
dude. I was there,
dude. So he comes into that show, right, and he goes, "Where the fuck is he?" Right, and I'm sitting there, and my band is, and we're hanging out with Joey Belladonna. We're talking, and Billy Milano's there, guitar player from Heathen, like all these fucking guys, right? Guys I just worshipped as a kid, you know what I mean? And
Yes.
Billy Milano and fucking Joey Belladonna are putting sleeves in the Necroma CDs. We just made like a little EP, right? And they're putting sleeves in our things with us, and we're talking about metal and blah 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 blah. And Glenn comes in and he's fucking, "I've been looking for you, man." And I go, "Oh, yeah?" And I go, "How was your night?" And he goes, "What the fuck was in that cocaine, man?" And I go, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "I haven't been able to sleep all night. I had to jerk off. My old lady got tired of me trying to have sex with her the whole time," right? And she's looking over at me and she's like this, and he's fucking livid mad at me. He's like, "There's fucking speed in that fucking cocaine." I'm like, "Dude, it's just good coke. What are you talking about?" And he goes, "I couldn't fucking sleep. I had to keep jerking off all night." And I'm laughing and I'm looking at him, and I just go, I reach in my pocket and I grab a teener and I go, "Here, have this one for free. Shut up." And he just looked at me and he goes, "Thanks, man." And he walked away, and I was just like, what the fuck is that shit? You know what I mean? Like, I thought he wanted to fucking fight me, and I was ready to fight Glenn Benton. I was like, fuck you, dude. I will fucking stab you in the throat. You know what I mean?
Did you mean he was getting inverted cross with you?
He was. He actually was, dude.
And you decided not to fight him?
I did. Oh, man, Lear, you got to be drinking hard right now. Shots.
Did you become shaman, not feasting the beast? I will fucking go all fucking night long.
Lies.
We are not Legion.
Lies, dude, lies. Upon the sorry, no.
Upon the crooked cross.
So, tell me now that that Rob decided to open up the shred den,
Yep.
right? How did you become the instructor of a lifetime at the shred den? Did he just go, hey, dude, you want to teach?
I'm number one, not the instructor of a lifetime, but I have played for 35, 36 years, and this is literally what I do. I sit home 2 to 3 hours just practicing scales, modes, and speed, all that stuff. Like speed techniques, not speed.
Sorry, I got into my old
Yeah.
my old party days.
Yeah,
back
dude,
there.
if you gave me that, I'd be Ingve Malmsteen again. But no, I offer these lessons Thursday through Saturday.
You said $33 an hour, right?
I don't
Okay,
talk
so-
about my rates. I don't talk about my
33
rates.
cents an hour.
What's that?
33 cents an hour.
Okay. So cheap.
I have different rates for different availabilities. Let's just say that.
Jeez, did you just fart in the mic or what?
No, your fucking stupid mic won't fucking stay.
See, if Jesse was here, he could get that thing to stay.
No, Jesse couldn't even fucking walk up the stairs with his weak legs.
Poor
I mean, let's be
Jesse.
fucking honest here.
Poor Jesse.
I know, fucking strange, right? Dude, if I handed him my Pepsi, he'd just fucking fall over.
Really? He can't even curl a Pepsi?
I can't even cool a Pepsi.
So you have to like drink half of it for him to curl
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
It's the saddest thing. That's why I have bad teeth.
So you have different rates for different availabilities.
Yes, I started something different because I got to watch out for myself, and also I want to watch out for your lesson times.
Right.
If you want a certain lesson time, we got just DM me for rates. You know.
Right.
Here's the thing.
It's best to be private about it anyways, you know what I mean?
Oh, dude, it is. You know. Because someone's always going to try to undercut you, overcut
sure.
you,
Yep.
just fuck you.
Yep.
And I ain't trying to fuck anyone in the scene. I ain't trying to fucking steal anyone's students.
Right.
I want my own students to come to me.
Right.
Like
Which you seem to be doing pretty well. I mean, you picked up quite a few right off the bat, right?
Yeah, I'm at about 9 right now.
That's pretty damn good.
Well,
And you've only been open.
1 month.
Damn, it seems longer, doesn't it? It seems longer to me.
That's
Well,
what
they've
she
been
said.
talking about it for a while and
Yeah.
Well,
hearing Nate.
Well, I'll tell you what, they've got their
all day long.
they've got their own little button on my Stream Deck over here because I'll be pushing the shit out of it. And
I just stopped in there today to check out the new BC Rich line
Yeah?
guitars. Fun fact, I was the first one to look at those.
the BC
What?
Rich line.
The BC Rich, yeah, I unloaded them.
That's right. That's right.
oh God,
Received them in.
God.
Nate, I asked Nate if he wanted to do it because I wanted to give him the honor, but he was too busy, and I quote, at lunch to
So-
unload some pointy guitars, so I had to take the burden myself.
So Jordan, as I was literally like sweating and bleeding after work, you know, the things of being a forklift driver, what happens? You got to clean the blood out of your eyes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all that stuff.
I've been learning, man.
And his management, he had to like wipe off his tie for a second. And he walked over, and I actually believe he called another forklift driver to bring him over so he wouldn't have to touch the dirty floor and be like, those BC Riches, those me.
I received them, I opened them, I checked them all out, made sure that everything was kosher with the shipment.
And then that person drove him back on his like little flatty thing. And it was gorgeous. It was fun to watch as a employee on the clock.
Talk so much shit, you'd be so lost without me.
Dude, you'd be lost without me. Trust
What's
me.
this lever on the forklift do? That's the tilt.
Fuck you.
As my boss, I just want to apologize because I had to text Nate for a couple answers on the test for the certification, and I actually got more right than Nate did. That was what's so crazy about it is that I think he got mistaken by. I mean,
What's crazy is I think I'm the only one that got a perfect score on that.
If you actually look real close, like where Jordan's desk
you're
is.
lying because I got a perfect score too, A+. Remember?
That's
You got
fucking.
one wrong, didn't you? No, you
No.
did a perfect score.
That's right. Perfect.
This is
Perfect
fucking
score.
stupid. This is the worst thing
score.
ever.
Because you were looking at my answers.
Well,
You
see,
take the test at the same fucking time.
No, I took it before you guys did. I had to make sure it was legit.
I did honestly get mad at Jordan. I was like, dude, where's the fucking materials to study for this? He's like, no, you just have to take it. And I was like, you're fucking joking right now, right? And he goes, no, I'm serious. You got to just take the fucking test. He goes, dude, it's common sense. And I go, no, I'm not taking this fucking test without fucking studying for, dude, I'm not going to fail this test. And he goes, just take the test, man. And I go, fine. And I took it from him and I sit there and I got to one thing and I text,
I'm taking
I text
3
Nate.
minutes.
I text Nate and I said, Nate, what does this mean? And he goes,
Headphones, Nate.
yeah. Yes, there you go. And do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself. Oh, that was awesome. That's fantastic, dude. See, this is what happens when you feed Nate booze. See, he's only had like half a beer or some shit, and he's had to pee like 4 times already. I don't know what the deal is. I wanted to say, because Jess actually thanked me for promoting the Shred Den, and I just want to say publicly and on my podcast, thank you to the Carlson family, because you guys have been so gracious to me as a friend, and to the music scene, because you're obviously your husband is the music scene. He's got like every band in the whole place. I mean, we're all affiliated with the Carlson some way, shape, or form. But I just want to say thank you for helping me out so many times and being understanding for my drunken ridiculousness, because I can be absolutely ridiculous. But thank you, Jess. That's all I really wanted to say. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah. But what do you think there, Jordan? What
I try not to.
Sure, we gonna kick Nate out of here or what? What's the
Yep.
deal?
Too many puns.
No, I absolutely love it. Do you have any stories from the
Station 4?
Yeah, Station 4 era time?
One time I stopped by there to get some pre-sale tickets to something and walked in and saw Decker at the bar eating a salad.
What?
Yeah.
I think you're seeing shit. You were seing shit, right?
No,
he was
it was-
eating a salad
Yeah.
at Station 4?
Decker was eating a salad. At
This is
Station 4.
multiple. You're lying to me right now.
No. It's true.
Explain. What do you know what kind of salad he was having at the time? Because I don't. It just seems so crazy.
Looked like it was green. Some sort of vegetation. And ranch dressing.
Hello again.
Marion says you have an acorn bladder.
I have a bladder that's really tiny. Ever since I got that nut infection, it's terrible.
That's what it is. That's what it was.
Dude, I piss every 30 minutes. Not even.
Now I want to jump back to the Shred Den stuff, because
Yes.
I think that it's very cool. Dude, you're like the spokes guy. Shout out to the madman Matt McGee, who's their internet fella, and he's taking care of all the pictures and all of the things and all the great videos that he does with you, Nate. And
So let me throw it out this way. Matt McGee, Rob Carlson, and myself, Natanic, Pehler. It's Rob's store. Rob is the Shred Den, but we make it work
Right.
as a family.
Right.
It's family that runs it.
Right.
Like, we are all family.
right,
I do lessons. I do floor work. Matt does setups. Matt does floor work. Rob just oversees the entire thing and does floor work.
Right.
Like, it's and Jess and Justin also help out too.
Right.
Like, everyone's involved. And the thing is, all we're trying to do is get good guitars in the hands of people that want them as well.
sure.
Like how it was with Make a Riff. Like, we have all this stuff to offer.
Right.
Come check it out,
Now, when the doors opened, what was on the floor when you guys first opened the door?
So it's been a thing. So pretty much it was all Rob's used collection,
Right.
which is USA Jacksons, USA BC Riches, USA Ibanez's and shit like that.
Right.
You know, all the good shit. And
Right.
Like Rob only likes good shit.
Right.
Henceforth, why he's my friend. If he played crap guitars, I wouldn't fucking talk to him.
Just steal his Slayer hats.
I'd just steal a Slayer hat and call it good.
Yeah.
But no, that's how we do there. It's just the best gear for the best price for the best people.
Right.
And we're located in Brooklyn Park.
Yep.
Come see us. Shred Den.
Yep. The old Malark building.
The old Malark building. There's a McDonald's next to it. If you feel inclined to see your favorite floor person / teacher and want to buy a double cheeseburger and bring it to his way, I would not turn it down.
Bring him some arches right away. So now, as you guys have been, open for a month now, or almost a month.
Yep.
What have you guys added to the arsenal? I mean, now you got Rob's, collection of stuff that started, opening the doors, and you've got things hanging on the walls and shit.
Yep.
But you guys have amassed quite a bit of stuff since the opening.
Man. So here we are. We started with just a used guitar shop, and now we have Vader cabs, Haunted Labs, BC Rich, Dean, Legion.
Now, wait, hold on a second now. Now, I know you guys just got the BC Rich stuff in there.
Yeah.
And that's that. And obviously, the Jackson stuff that was Rob's stuff. The Vader thing was kind of like right out the gate too. That was pretty much. Rob has had workings with Vader for quite some time. They were like on and off again for a little while, and he's been getting cabinets from them cats for a while. And I know that him and Adam have been friends for a long time. And you've got Paul's stuff there, his pedals, right?
Yeah, you didn't let me finish.
I apologize about that, but you said Legion. No, that was like one of the first guitar companies that put stuff in there right away, right?
Yes. Chad Pettit from Legion was generous enough to let us sell his stuff.
Yeah.
We sold, I believe, 1 V so far. And, dude, his stuff is awesome. Dude, here's the thing about Legion guitars. A lot of people don't know about them, but you need to come down to the shop and check them out.
Right.
They're fucking solid.
Dude,
they're really fucking
look
good.
rad.
Dude, that white nail V. Oh, yeah, that's right up my alley.
Right.
And then we got the Harvey Audio.
Yep.
We got the Commando and the NWO in right now. We've got a bunch of Haunted Lab pedals, a lot of HUD, like their fuzz pedals, and I think we just got a new delay in from them.
What was the sick overdrive that you were talking about?
Oh, motherfucker.
Trying to.
The one that me and Jordan are trying to.
Yeah. Wasn't Jordan going to buy that for you or something?
Well,
didn't he say something about, man, I got the manager money.
buy it for
You're my favorite
me."
forklift. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you said something. I thought he told
Do
me.
you still have your ATM card? Because I will sell you everything for $600. I'm talking about the case and the head. $600.
Throw in the SD1.
The fuck I will. The fuck I will.
Now,
The fuck I will.
so what's this? There was a pedal we were talking about earlier. You were holding it up the other day, the fancy one, the red and black one. Michael Klein. So you said you told me, you said this guy is a legit doctor. You said so he's basically like. Did you guys go to school together to become doctors? Weren't you going to add MD to your?
No, I added MD to my last name because I enjoy like 3 Megadeth songs.
Gotcha.
He's actually
the ones that he wrote for Metallica, right?
I'd rather jump out the window.
They don't open, so it'll be hard.
But no, Michael Klein, yeah, he's a legit doctor and he's a legit fucking dude, and he makes these amazing pedals and that D-Book pedal, and we went through the Powerball too.
Yeah.
We went through the EVH 50 watt. We went through the Triple X, which is
Funny story about that. He's setting up the Triple X and says, I literally haven't even turned this thing on in 4 years. So Rob went and grabbed the fire extinguisher.
fuck him.
And then he turns it on and he goes to turn a knob and it just starts making this awful crackling and like hissing noise. And I'm just like, we got to go. The whole place is going to go down.
Right. Is that the one that's burning in the picture?
That's
one of them.
He's got 2 of them.
I've got 2 of them.
He likes to turn them on when it gets real cold in the winter nights. So you can be nice and toasty.
Keeps the house warm with
Yeah.
it and shit.
Yeah.
So now the Legion guitars, now you said, and the BC Rich, I've seen those come in at the MTL. Now, my question is, and you kind of told me a little bit of the story, Nate. You said that the Dean guitars got involved with you cats somehow too. Like, how did that all come to be, Nate? Are you with us here? All right.
Oh, no, Rob just messaged me.
Now you said that Dean reached out to you guys.
To the shop, yes.
Right.
Oh, and we had another big wig reach out to us this week as well.
Really?
I cannot name the name.
Sure.
But
the Dean thing's pretty fucking cool.
Dean thing's pretty awesome, dude. I mean,
They just like saw you guys pushing so hard on the interwebs, or what's the deal?
dude, we're fighting to be a company that's to be dealt with
Sure.
guitar wise,
Yeah.
like with your mid range guitars
Yeah.
to your high end shit.
Sure.
So yeah, BC Rich, Dean, and now the third one that hit us up today.
Big deal, huh?
It's a big deal.
That's awesome, man.
That one's a really big deal for me personally.
Yeah.
Because I am a huge fan of one person
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fucking endorsed by that fucking company.
Right.
And if we can get a lot of those, I will buy all of them.
No, you won't. Christine will buy all of those.
I give her my paycheck.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, that's a fair
It's-
excuse.
Man,
It's cool, Nate. I get it, dude. Jesse is the strongest guy in Glutton. I get it.
wow.
Eric said it. I mean,
Like you're the smartest guy in this podcast.
no, I'm not. I've never admitted that. I've never once admitted that I was even close to the smartest guy in this room. Fuck off, dude. Wow. Wow, dude. He just called me Fat Albert. I can't even believe
No,
it.
I just. Man,
It's Obel KB.
I love you more than life itself, by the way.
Well, dude, you know what? That's really cool, and I think it's amazing that you're catering to your younger students too. You know what I mean, with the shorter scale. I mean, catering to any of your students, and you've got a lot to offer, dude. You're a great guitar player, and you're you're a hell of a personality, and you're a giving dude. You know what I mean? You really give a shit about passing, you know, that you know, the gift of music and the gift of understanding that shit. And that's a tough thing to do too, man. There's a lot of time and effort that goes into it. And I mean, you know, seeing you with kids like Natalie Quirk's son too, you know what I mean? Like, that kid has grown up on music. You know, his mom is so steeped in it. Her fiance is steeped in it. It's just great to see that.
It feels so good, dude. Like, it hurts me almost, like how much it just feels.
Yeah.
Like it burns my heart. You know?
But that's a good feeling, dude. That's not a hurt. That's a burning. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good thing. It's just like, I don't know how to describe it because it doesn't happen that often in my life.
Right.
Like, I know how happy I am when I go home and see my dogs. I know how happy it is when I go home and see my wife. I don't know how happy I should be when some kid starts to play a band.
Right.
Like, I've been doing this for years in different areas.
Right.
But, like, it hits different every time.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know that kid you've been teaching? He just started a metal band, and he's got, like, a drummer, a bass player, and a vocalist.
Right.
And they're about to rock it out. I'm like,
They're gonna play all Glutton for Punishment.
dude, I hope they play
Covers.
all Goat
There you go. She's a big fan of Goat Horror, so
No. Who isn't? You know, who isn't? Posers.
right. So
But-
go ahead.
It feels good, man. It just
Yeah.
feels.
It
feels
should,
really
dude.
good.
It should absolutely feel good, man. I think that it's important to pass it along, man. You know what I mean? I wish there was a way for me to do it in some way, shape, or form. I think this might be what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? I sit with cats like Jack. You know what I mean? That are really already past that point, and they just need to be, you know, put on the track, and there they go. You know what I mean? And hopefully they don't stumble like I did. You know what I mean? Like,
But what track is it though? Nobody knows that track.
guys who've been doing this for a long time do know that track. And I think we've made enough mistakes in the whole thing.
Everything is different now.
It is and it isn't. I mean, it is in a marketing sense, yes. I don't think it's much different in learning an instrument and playing an instrument.
Oh, well, that part, yeah.
I think the
industry is way off from what I remember. Like
when we were kids, it's totally different. It's absolutely different.
We used to send tapes to labels.
Yeah. Now it's singles. You know, now it's where's your EPK? I'm like, I had to figure out what a fucking EPK was. I had to set it together. Dude, I spent 24 hours putting together an EPK. Yeah.
It was the worst fucking thing in my life.
What is it?
It's an electronic press kit.
So stupid, dude. God.
Dude, but it makes sense.
Kerry King of Slayer, I handed him a VHS tape with selected tunes, you know what I mean? Like the hardest hitting shit that we had at that particular time.
Yeah.
I had fucking 8x10. I had stickers, pins. I had fucking, you name it. And I handed it to him and I said, dude, I know that, you know, you guys don't give a shit about this stuff, but I really wanted to hand this to you because I'm a musician. I fucking love what I do. And I want to do this for a living, just like you guys. You know, I fucking grew up listening to you guys. He looked at it and he was like, man, a VHS tape. I haven't had one of these in like ever. And he just, you know what I mean? You could just see him going like that, like, hey, thanks a lot, man. As soon as I turned around, he was like doing this shit. You know what I mean? Like looking around at his friends like, who the fuck still does this shit?
Dude, that's awesome. I remember you told me that story the first time and I was fucking laughing my ass off.
That's good shit, dude. You
but
know?
Dude, you know, you and I get how it was back in the day where you'd have to literally like take a tape or a...
What, dude, kids today they're the fucking people. I mean, Deterioration's still releasing fucking cassette tapes. I mean, there's a ton of bands are still releasing cassette tapes, and they're fucking selling. Didn't Witchden just do a cassette tape?
Yep.
Vinyls are making a comeback. Even fucking what's the place in Copycats? They started doing.
Dude, I get
vinyl.
vinyl. I get vinyl. Vinyl's huge, but fucking cassettes, I do not get. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm not with it. Not my thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Adam D says that his bass player, David Mutter, made an EPK for his band. He explained what it was, what an EPK was, and I didn't even know what they were. Me either, dude. That's why I just asked. To influence anyone is what you do, and I love it. It is amazing. Thank you, Craig. I really appreciate you, man. You're a good motherfucker, and I appreciate that big-ass beard of yours. Thank you very much, dude. You know what, man? Like I said from the very beginning of this podcast, it really was between Jordan and I when we started this. It really was to give back to the people who, you know, that helped us, man. And like, not a lot of people doing what we do get a shine or get a chance to get on a stupid YouTube channel and talk shit and tell their story and you know, like where they came from. And that really always fascinated me because, you know, like everybody's in the, it's this book of life, right? Everybody's on a different chapter, and even the guys in your band are all on a different chapter. You know what I mean? Like you could be ready to tour and do all this other stuff, and people don't even explaining it like that, it doesn't even really do it justice, because being a part of a band or being a musician, just it's such a fucking, it's a self thing. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like any kid that's going to take lessons from Nate is going to learn a way to solve a puzzle, right? So you learn your instrument, you learn those notes, you learn those chords, and you know, everything that you need to, you get all the tools in this toolbox, right? And you put them all together, you listen to these things, and you tune your ear, right? You can piece every single thing out of, whether it's guitar, whether it's bass, whether it's drums, whether it's vocals, you know what I mean? Like, what do children focus on the most as a song comes, you know, right? It's vocals. It's what they say. And as you start to learn more about the music, like what I do with my daughter is I go, do you hear that? You hear how that piece in the guitar, and it comes together, and then the drum comes in, and I play that for her, and I tell her, these are how these pieces all come together, right? So as you're explaining it to a kid and you're teaching them, you're giving them those tools to add to that toolbox. Yeah. They're going to move beyond that. And it's not just music anymore. They're going to look at their life and they're going to find these puzzles and they're going to put things together in a different way than anybody else that isn't studied music, hasn't trained their brain to figure out that puzzle. You know what I mean? When you put on your favorite song, what is the first thing that you hear? It's a group of all kinds of different things, right? To just be that powerful thing that really grabs you, right? It could be the vocals that are, it could be the King Diamonds that have that powerful voice, that Rob Halford voice, shit that's real strong, that Ronnie James Dio strength.
Or is it just Ride the Lightning?
Well, it could be. It very well could be. But
always Ride the Lightning.
You put them on that track, and I think that is the thing, is like when you start to get that puzzle solving thing in your mind, and when you start, the younger that you start, the more you figure out life, the more you figure out a lot of fucking shit. I think that your mind starts to take things as a puzzle and pull them apart, and you learn things in a different way than somebody who's just, doing the book thing, whoever's doing the street thing, you know what I mean? Because I separate those two. I separate musicians. I think that there's musicians who play their instrument or the instrument plays them. You know what I'm saying? They're so focused on what they're doing to this instrument that the instrument plays them. And there's people up there that they kick it and they fucking you know what I mean? And they rip it. You look at Sammy, you look at Sammy from Assabath, Goat Whore, and you watch that dude play, and you tell me that instrument plays him. He beats the fuck out of that guitar, dude. When he's looking at
I played his SD. I played his fucking #1, bro.
Yeah, he's fucking. He's awesome, and he's just a cool fucking cat too.
Dude, he is the riff master in my eyes.
Right.
Always will be. It goes Sammy DeWay, James Hetfield. That's it.
I thought. Did you say Dave Mustaine?
The fuck I did. I said Sammy DeWay, James Hetfield. If you heard Dave Mustaine, that's on your own fucking accord.
There might be something wrong with these headphones.
Yeah, you got shit headphones. Or Rob's fucking texted in somehow. Mustaine.
No, I absolutely love it, man. And I think it's the best thing. And dude, like I said, I think it's so great what you've done with the make a riff thing, and
Thank you.
That to me is so fucking cool, man.
Thank you.
And to pass that forward to a youngster or making allowing somebody guiding someone to understand how to put it all together too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's fantastic, and it doesn't matter the age. It's just you have the knack of showing people how to do it. You know what I mean? You have the temperament for it. And I've never taken a lesson from you, but I see what type of cat you are, and I work with you on a daily basis, and I know what type of cat you are, and it's fucking awesome to see a dude pay it forward to people and to teach people. That's fucking badass.
That means the world to me. Thank you.
Well, it should, man. It should, because I'm fucking saying it, man. God damn it.
Like what Rob posted last night and what you said right now, it's like it just melts my heart. I mean, like I'm in it just to teach.
Yeah.
I love teaching.
Yeah.
Yes, I get paid for it,
right.
But I'm not going to.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? You put a lot into what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of guitar teachers that don't do what you do. You put yourself out there to like push this genre forward. You know what I'm saying? I look at it and go, this dude's metal is fucking. He wants everybody else to feel that metal shit. You know what I mean? To get that stank face, to feel that riff,
ones
you know
that ones that come, yeah.
Right.
Like, dude, I just want everyone to reach their fucking goal.
Yeah.
And that's it. I mean, dude, we're in it for the same reason.
Yeah.
Rock and roll, fucking metal, dude.
Yeah. I was never about the I never made any money doing the shit that I did. I mean, enough to pay studio rent, and that's about it, But
you paid your studio rent?
Yeah, for sure. That was like one of the main things that you don't get any of that money. You got to pay studio rent. You know what I mean? You got to have a place to rock it. And yeah, that's the thing, man. It's great to be a part of it. It's great to be able to talk about it, you know, and hang with your friends and fucking do that. So thank you for coming, dude. I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you, man.
Thank you for doing what you do, and fucking go check out Nate tomorrow at the Shred Den. You'll be there tomorrow, right? From 11 to
5.
11 to 5. He's got lots of openings too, man. Hit him up if you want to polish up on some of your skills, or you want to learn some stuff. Get your kids into it, man. You know, push them forward. Let them give it a shot. You know, Nate's a guy that will work with young folks and make it happen. You know, so that's fantastic. Jordan, did you guys find a drummer yet?
No.
But if you're looking, if you got any drummers out there, anybody watching this or about to see this, you got any chops to play some drums?
Courier. Fucking rules.
Yep, they shred, dude. I got to try out for you cats, and you guys are fucking awesome. I like the riffs that those boys put together. So,
Me too.
I know you've tried out a couple different drummers and had some prospects and whatnot, but I know you guys are looking for a full-time cat. And you play drums, and you're like, I don't want anybody to play my bass riffs. You know,
That's exactly.
You know, putting time into it.
I put a lot of effort into what I play in the band, and I think it's fits what we're doing. And
Right.
I don't want to give that up.
Right. Which is totally understandable.
Well, dude, you know, being a bass player, he keeps it low key.
I don't think I can handle any more puns today.
Am I in trouble now?
Not even a smirk, nothing, huh?
Focused on stopping my eyes from rolling into the back of my head permanently.
He's just praying for Monday. Can't wait to see him again.
Hell yeah. So you're buying a Widow, huh?
No,
5-string
one of
Widow,
the most
5 or 4.
uncomfortable basses I've ever played.
Really?
Yeah.
They're beautiful, though.
He's a liar. He's a
wicked
drummer.
looking.
Wait to listen to him for.
They're wicked. They're wicked looking.
Terrible. No.
Wicked looking. Yeah.
Wicked. They're wicked bad, son.
Wicked. That's what I would say.
Wicked. Shut it down.
All right. Well, we got one tune to play before we get the hell out of here, right? It is a Glutton for Punishment tune, which is your band there, Nate, isn't it? It's like something that you guys all released with the new lineup here in 2023. I think August of 2023.
Yeah.
August
So
1st of 2023.
when weed got legalized, these heathens decided to re-record this one, and so I re-recorded the solo, and Eric re-recorded the vocals. E2, we call him.
E2.
We have 2 Erics in the band.
That's right.
So E2, we call him, re-recorded the vocals, and Jesse re-recorded the bass. And here's cannabinoid, human, whatever the fuck it's called.
Hypermesis?
Yeah, hyper fucking shit.
Something.
Yeah, don't get all sciencey on me. I don't know. It's fucking about
pot.
it's about drugs, and I hate drugs.
You do hate drugs. Oh, wait, you know what? I'm not going to do that first. Nate, you got a show coming up. You got Thanksgiving coming up at the Zimmergy Brewing Company in Menominee, right? That's where that place is, right?
On 420.
That's 420, Saturday, April 20th, 2024. Doors are at, what does that say? Fucking 6 p.m. Show is
it's an
at
early show.
7. 21 plus, 15 at the door, holiday grilling and goodies.
Yep.
Let me see here. Who the fuck are you guys opening for, bud?
Oh, so many bands in May.
No. I'm saying, what band are you opening for at Thanksgiving?
Pit.
I remember seeing Pit Lord at the Slammy D, and those guys fucking killed it, dude.
Pit Lord is one of my favorite bands of all time.
They fucking killed it.
I love them. I love them.
Thanksgiving at Zimmergy Brewing Company, Saturday, April 20th,
A
2024.
glaze in the northern sky.
It's gonna
Dude,
be-
I tried to sell them like, hey man, how about steaks of Christ? And he's like, I fucking hate dancing. I'm like, well, so do I, but that's fucking hilarious.
And then you have another show coming up, which is May 11th, 2024 at Magoo's in Illinois, correct?
Yep.
And that is with Abated. Ghidorah, I think it is. Ghidorah, The Suffering. I don't even know how to fucking say that.
Dude, we're going to be playing somewhere within 100 miles of the Home Alone house. That's all I know.
Really?
I don't fucking know.
That's fantastic, dude. Saturday, May 11th at the Magoo's here. Go check out the Glutton for Punishment. That's going to be the full lineup, and you guys are recording some stuff too, right?
From Flesh to Ruin EP will be out this summer before our summer shows.
Dude,
so, yes.
that cover is fucking wicked.
Oh, I know. It looks like flesh being about to ruin.
All right, we're gonna play some fucking Glutton for Punishment. Jordan, you want to shout anything out?
No.
You are a man of many words.
We're going to play some Glutton for Punishment. Thank you very much for joining us, folks. Yeah, thank you, brother. I appreciate you coming in. Don't forget to check out, here, we're going to do this again because I'm a little buzzed up. Here we go. Not that one. Lowbrow Saints Tattoo Collective, 612-353-4755. Lowbrow Saints at gmail.com. And check out the Shred Den tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. You see the hours right there. 9100 85th Avenue North, Suite 100 in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. I have this as Osseo because that's what it is. It's like half Osseo, half Brooklyn Park. Call them 763-350-2191, www.theshredden.net. Check them out. They've got all the pointy guitars you could ever want, and get some lessons from our boy here, Natanic.
Thank you.
Baby. Now here we go with some Glutton for Punishment. Enjoy, folks, and have a good evening. We'll talk to you soon.
Hail Satan.
Thank you.